All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Let me know if you don't hear me, and if you don't hear me, even better, because that's mean Shaitan, he did pee in your ears, and this is a proof that Prophet Muhammad is a prophet. Because as you know, the only one who discovered that Shaitan, he piss in your ears is Prophet Muhammad. And this is actually something very scientifically proven by all scientists around the world. As an example, if you go to NASA, to the Department of Piss, you will find that the NASA, they have a door. It says, Satan piss in your ears. And that was a very, very, very nice discovery, which is nobody knows about it 1400 years ago. So today we are trying to reach a new discovery, which I'm not sure if this discovery will help you in your life or not. But, you know, if you are a person who like keep using the word piss, I think Islam will be very generous with you, and you will be pissing around. You know, like there is a hadith. It says that the dogs used to enter the mosque of the Prophet of Allah, peace be upon him. Don't forget to say that, because we'll kill you. You know, and then they pee in the mosque. And here you will see that the Muslims, because they are very dogs friendly, you know, they are very humble. You know, I mean, they are Buddhist. They are like Buddhist monks. You know, like they see a dog like save life. You know, so. No, this is not the same one. Which one? Why this one is in front of me? Okay, hold on. We will go back to it. My father said, not my father, his father. Just some people are very slow and confused. You know, I'm reading. Okay, don't say my father said to me. My father was not there. I'm just telling you. Don't later come to me and says your father. You said to me your father said. You know, people they do that. Crazy people. You know. So my father said, his father, again, not my father, just to confirm to you, because I know. If you're a Muslim, he will say he, see, he's saying his father. This is not authentic resource. He said his father. His father is a Christian. We don't listen to him. Abdul. This is the hadith says that, not me. So listen carefully. Focus, focus. My father said, again, his father, not my father, during the lifetime of Allah Apostle, the dogs used to urinate and pass through the mosque, come and go. You know, I love this side. Come and go. Like, hey, come, go, come, go. I mean, those dogs are really something. Funny, huh? Cute. Very cute. Like, you know, it's looked like the mosque became like a bathroom for the dogs in the city, in the town. And the funny is, it says, nevertheless, they never used to sprinkle water on net. Between two bracket, urine of dogs. And here, this is what it make me really think carefully about who is Allah. You know, I mean, this God, he is so friendly, man. His followers, they are so kind. Dogs, they piss in the house of Allah. Allah don't get upset. Prophet don't get upset. Muslim don't get upset. You know? I mean, you have to be an angel to let that happen. I mean, the dog, he go on, and you know dogs, you know, they will piss anything next to them. And they have to lift their legs up, like when they will find something standing or something. So here we notice that the Muslims, they don't care really for Allah. I mean, you know, we have the Bible speak about Jesus. He flipped the tables on those who they are buying and selling. And not in the temple, in the yard, outside the skirt of the temple. It's not even the yard of the temple. He screamed at them and he said, you made the house of my father a market, a bazaar. Here dogs get in, you know, nobody can get like, you know, oh, this is the house of God, you know, we should not allow that to happen. We should clean the floor. No. Obviously, there's a reason for that, and we hope maybe Muslims can tell us the reason. But this is the question I keep asking Muslims for, like, since the last century. As you know, I'm born a long time ago, you know. As I told you, I asked my mother what day I was born. She said it was a bad day. The Muslim, they get upset, you know, like it get happy. Hey, he just said his mother, she said it's a bad day. My friend, it was a bad day for you. This what happened. It was a bad day for Islam. So, you know, we search in YouTube and we ask Muslims, who is Allah? You will find endless videos. Like, look at this guy. This guy is screaming, is so excited. Who is Allah? You know, he is like all over the place. Saliva is coming. Boogers. And then he tell you, Allah is the creator of the heaven and the earth. Like, wait. I mean, do you see how silly, stupid this religion? We ask him, who is your God? Allah is the creator. Hold on. My friend, I did not ask you what he did. I did not ask you how many houses he built. I'm asking you who is Allah. So this is the answer they will give you. Allah is the creator. Allah is the king. Allah is the... What the heck is that? I mean, who is Allah? And by the way, this guy, his name is Muhammad Hopeless. What the heck? Is that for real? His name is Muhammad Hopeless. What a habal, man. You know, in Arabic, habal means stupidity. You know, like somebody is really lost his mind, mentally ill. So we will repeat the question and hope we get some Muhammadan. They will come to us and tell us who is Allah. Now, possibly we will not have a good chance to get many Muslims to call us, but you never know. And as you see, I'm trying to come in different timing, and now, like, not many people here. But maybe we will get some Muhammadan. All right. I hope this is the account of CP. Yeah, this is the account of CP. Do we have any Muslim can tell us who is Allah beside that Allah is the creator and the earth of the heaven? And do you have a proof that he is the creator of the earth of the heaven? You know, I can say I'm the one who created the earth of the heaven. What is the proof that Allah created the earth of the heaven? You Muslims are very funny. Allah is the creator of the earth and the heaven, but you do not know how he created the earth. How he can be the one who created the earth and the heaven? We have tons of evidence that Allah, he have no idea. The God who has no idea. No idea God, you know? Like this guy, you cannot even take him seriously. I mean Allah, you know? And there is something unique about Allah. He know what you know and what you don't know. No, he know what you and I don't know you. That's deep. I'm telling you, things very getting so complicated. You know, who's Allah? If you are a Muhammad and you like to join us in Skype, please feel free. We would like to hear you. And as you see, I will make your Allah, you know, flying in the sky, and the earth is moving, and you know, Allah is there, right? Yeah, who is Allah? We stay for many hours and we cannot get one Muslim can answer. And the Muslim, you know, like if you look at the comment, the Muslim comment, what they will come to us, they will say, a Trinity, Christian believe in the Trinity. And like, there's a Muslim, he's a smart Muslim, he says, is Jesus the Trinity? Look, what the heck? That is a deep question, man. And now the Christian will be in trouble. Is Jesus the Trinity? No, Abdul, Jesus is not. The Trinity is a word to summarize what we believe. There's nothing is called the Trinity, you know, as something we consider it as God. The word Trinity is not God. So Jesus is not the Trinity. And the Father is not the Trinity. The Trinity is not even exist in the Bible as a word. The Trinity is just to summarize for you who we are. You know, we believe in one God, three person. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. So if we ask you the same silly question, is Allah is Tawheed? You would say no. You would say Tawheed is a word, mean unification of Allah. So Muslims are very silly, and you know, they are desperate trying to find themselves a God, and they try to discredit you. But as you know, we laugh at their questions. Yeah, they are silly and they're like a bunch of kids. But you know, those questions can work with somebody who have a low IQ. But your questions will not work with us. Here we smash your God with no mercy. You know? Do we have any Muhammadan here? He dared to call me and tell me who is Allah. Beside that, he is the creator. And he was the one you unify him. You know, you remember the guy from Morocco, he said, Christian Prince, you said that Tawheed is a verb. That is a noun. So I said to him, okay, translate the sentence for you. Tawheed al-Duwal al-Arabiya. He said, this is different. You see, you need to look at the context. I said, okay, what does this mean? He said, unification of the the Arab countries. Okay, so what? Oh. Yeah, Muhammad Habul, this guy, he have a video about himself loving Allah, and he scream and he hit the table, and this is how they try to make you think that they are real religious, like he is so angry. But this potato is a potato, just call me, give me his Skype, just give me his Skype, if there is any Muslim knows his Skype. If there is any Muslim, he knew any sheikh Skype, any sheikh you want. Big, I want something big, like a big size. Like his beard is really big. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone can join us? All right. Well, you need to invite, share. This is why we ask you to share the link. If you want to really enjoy a nice discussion, Abdul, coin us, someone who claimed to be sheikh, you need to share the link and challenge Muslim to join us and call. I cannot go everywhere and say, and for me, I cannot just even call people because they will say he's harassing us. The Abdul, he might even divorce his wife. He says, why you are calling me? Are you talking to my wife? So, we have to be careful. So we will need somebody is willing to call me and talk to me. I will call him, no problem. But just tell him, give us your Skype, and we will call you. Muhammad Hobulus. Hobulus? That's something. Any Muslim can tell me who is Allah. We have a Hassan here. Hassan saying you got no clue what you are talking about, buddy. Okay, Hassan, as long as I don't have a clue, what about you take the opportunity and you bring your clue and your glue with us and glue your knowledge in our screen? So would you like to call me Mr. Hassan, the guy with the clue? Or you are just a guy who, complain, like, okay, Hassan, honey, why we don't have kids? Because, honey, I did not have, Okay, so prove to me that you can have kids. Call me Hassan. I want to see if you have a clue. Hassan, not Hassan. Do you have a clue? Prove it. Otherwise, you are just making a fake statement, and you yourself you have no clue. And if you don't dare to call me, tell me who's Allah in the text. Okay, I will say you are coward. You don't dare to call me. I'm assuming, and usually when I assume a lot of right things. As an example, I assume. I made a prophecy, actually. Sometime I make a prophecy. I assume that mice, they like cheese. And you believe it or not, they do. How I know that? I think it was inspired by Allah, the cheese god. And the reason I think Allah is a cheese god, he's very cheesy. Each time I read about him, I die laughing. Like I feel like somebody keeps saying to me, say cheese, say cheese. So your God, who is Allah, who you are saying you have a clue, I challenge you to tell us either by calling me, texting me, or telling me in the chat who is Allah. And we are waiting. As you see, you have no idea. You are the one who have no clue. You worship a cheesy God. A cheesy God which is from Switzerland, have a lot of holes and smells so bad. In Tagalog language, Hassan is where are you? If that's deep. So Hassan, where are you? We find a solution for you in the Tagalog language. So as long you have a meaning for your name in the Tagalog language, if you call me, I will give you like unlimited supply of balut, hot balut. Look at the answer, guys. Look at the answer. This guy, he spent 15 minutes to answer me, and now he is saying to me he is God. Wow, buddy, I was not expecting such a very firm, powerful answer. So now you are telling me that Allah is God? Really? But this is not my question. I said, who is Allah? I'm not asking you for his job. Or who is Allah? What do you know about him? Besides what he do for living. Do you know anything? Nothing. You're Muslim, you have 99 names and you cannot describe your God. All those 99 names, useless. So who is the one who have no clue? Call me my friend. I have a connection. I have a friend here from the Philippines. We can send you a whole set of balut, and you will be proud, and your parents will be proud about you, and your wife and your kids. They will be, they will hear about your recording for the coming century. Like your kid will grow one day. I don't know how old are you. He will say, Dad, yesterday I heard you speaking to Christian Prince. I'm so proud about you. And you look at him and you say, are you serious? You say, come on, God, always I joke with you. Come on. Is that why you don't want to call? You're afraid that your sons and your children and your wives will look at what you said? Don't worry. I mean, what happened in Vegas will stay in Vegas. Jesus called Allah. Your Arabic in the Bible call Allah. That's deep. Hey, my friend, there's no such a thing in my Bible of Allah, and we can prove it in 2 minutes. You are talking about translation. As an example, you as a Muslim, you say in the translation you say Jesus, but in the whole Quran there's no Jesus. So this is a false translation. The same as your Quran saying the word Jesus. There's no Jesus. What Jesus? Since when you Muslim you have someone his name is Jesus? Nowhere. So don't go there. Don't go there. We ask you who is Allah. You say in the translation, somebody he translated the Bible in Arabic and he used the word Allah. He is an idiot like you. So you failed to answer me. Any Muhammadan? Are you really thinking of a man is capable of fully knowing God? So you are the man who told me just a minute ago you have no clue, and now you are telling me that a man like you have no clue. You forgot what you said to me 2 minutes ago? Isn't it you who said to me, I have no clue because I asked who is Allah? And now because you are in this ability, after searching Mr. Google for 10,000 years, you pose this for me. Christian Blends. Do you really think a man is capable of fully knowing God? That's deep. That is a hilarious deep. Who is the one who said to me you have no clue? So why you did not say from the beginning that you have no clue? Instead of giving me speeches, just say, Christian Prince, I have no clue. Isn't it this is your text? What happened? So you went to Google, you start typing, and then you come with the answer, we have no clue. And now you are saying to me, we don't know. Right? Do we have any Muslim have any glue or a clue to tell us who is Allah? Beside the silly argument in your translation Bible. This is translation. And we have a proof actually from the Quran that neither the Christians, neither the Jew, they believe in Allah. From the Quran. Isn't it the Quran says that the Christian and the Jews, especially the Jews, they made fun of Allah that his hand is tied up. So if the Jews or the Christian they believe in this in a God, his name Allah, they will never make fun of such a name. Correct, guys? If we believe in such a God, then there is no way we will make fun of him and speak about how cheap he is, how he is unable to do anything. His hand is tied up. The Jews say Allah hands tied up, making fun of Muhammad God. So how we worship the same God and they are making fun of your own God? There is no need to be disrespectful. The Quran teaches us to be just to the Christian. Oh yeah, like make them pay jizya with humility, spit in their face, rape their women, kill them wherever you find them. They are the worst of the animals. They are the worst than animal. They are the worst of the creatures. They are hypocrite, liars, kuffar, pagans, pigs, monkeys. and this guy is playing now. There is no need to be disrespectful. We Muslims, we treat Christian just. Yeah, I saw the Pact of Umar, yeah. It was full of just. I mean, just is dripping all over the place. This would happen when you step in the tail of Allah. All the Muslims, they play victim and they will start crying. Instead of answering me, I'm not calling you names. I'm asking you who is Allah. What this drama is about. What this drama is about. Who is Allah? Where it says rape their women, no problem, here we go. It says rape their women even if they are married. Read it. It's in front of you. Chapter 4, verse number 24. It's forbidden for you women already married except those captive slaves, which means they are married. How you get them captive? Those are our women. Do you see it? Lawful for you to rape them. Those are not wives. Read it says that. Yeah. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to call us? Anyone? Any Muslim would like to call us? Who is a Muslim can tell us who is Allah? Any Muhammadan? So look at this drama. They don't know. They don't know. They just make a drama. Why you are asking this question? What you know? And by the way, I have a message today for the Muslims. If you notice in the in the blue message, it says, if you are a Muslim, let me read it for you. We have a special offer for the Muslims. If you are a Muslim and you like to donate to find out who is Allah, click here. How about this? Who is a Muslim would like to find out about who is Allah? I'm here to help you. My friend, we had Discord and it was like a bathroom. 1,000 people speaking at the same time. I did not know who's talking, who's not talking. What Discord? I don't like it. Anyone want to tell me who's Allah? It doesn't say Christian women. Man, look how nice the Muslim. They don't rape Christian women. They rape other women. You see, Hassan? Man, you are a very gentleman. Hey, people, it doesn't say Christian women. We rape other women, brother. Okay, yeah, what a decent man. What a decent religion. It doesn't say Christian women. See, there's a different now. So he agreed that they rape women, but you know, no, not Christian women. You are right. Who is Allah? The funny is there is a guy, he called himself Muslim atheist. I mean, those people are confused about their gender, about their God. They don't know. You know, the second you ask them one question about their God, do you know what they will suffer from? They will have a problem like this guy. This is what our question do to Muslims. Very small, short question, and not even a single Muslim, he have no idea. Who is Allah? Anyone? This is how all of you feel with such a simple question. We are not asking. This is not like a Trinity to explain. It's Allah. Who's Allah? You don't know. We don't want to change the question to talk about the black stone. Now we want to focus on Allah. And look, Zakir Naik, he's getting his cross eyes because of the question is very hard. Any Muhammadan? Until now we have 0 Muslim trying to contact us. They are getting dizzy. And all of them, I assure you, they are searching Google right now who's Allah. Where I got the picture? Oh no, this is what happened to Zakir Naik last time when he called me. The camera was on, you know. So if you remember, you know, when you call me, and you know, like he said at the end of the conversation, I don't know if you remember. Christian Prince, I have to go because I see some birds flying around my head. I said, what birds? What are you talking about? I said, Christian Prince, do you see any birds? I said, no, there's no birds. He said, well, I see birds. And actually, I see some flying stuff around my head. Okay, well, Zakir Naik, this is not because of the birds. I mean, you are getting dizzy because the question is so hard. Do you know who's Allah? Christian Prince, I can answer you, but now I have a different problem. What is the problem? I told you I'm seeing birds. And I don't know what happened to him since he left. You know, he can call his wife. I have no idea, you know. I'm not a doctor, as you know. The highest degree I have is a driving license. And the guy who gave it to me when I did the exam in America, you know, he told me, do you know how to drive? I said, are you talking to me? He got scared. He gave it to me right away, you know, because we're very friendly people, you know. So do we have any Muslim here? You know the definition of Allah? You are an atheist from Muslim background? My friend, just get a hike then. He is an atheist from a Muslim background. You know, so you are giving me a stupid answer then. You are an atheist because you could not find who is Allah, not because you know who is Allah. If you know who is Allah and Allah is a true God, you will never leave. So tell me you are an atheist Muslim. We want a Muhammadan to give us the answer. Do we have any Muhammadan can help us? Anyone? You know, like besides Saudi Arabia is getting green, Prophet Muhammad says so. Brothers and sisters, Allahu Akbar. Prophet of Allah, he said that Saudi Arabia is going to be green at the end of the time. And then Saudi Arabia, people are dying. They are desperate to find a drop of water. Just because they have a few, like a little rain, a flash of flood, the Muslim, they make it a prophecy, and there is rivers, and they have Amazon, and they have Euphrates, and they have the Mississippi River. It's just a stupid flash of flood, you idiot. I mean, this is how desperate they are. Rivers. I assure you that Ali Dawa, if he see an elephant, he is pissing in Saudi Arabia, he will make it a river. I mean, the piss of the animal, by the way, this elephant, it take like, you know, like a river. He will make it a prophecy. So do we have any Muhammadan here would like to tell us who is Allah? Talking to Muslims out of the religion can be little intimidating without knowing Arabic, because they always what? Throw that in your face. Well, no, I mean, you see, if you are a very well-educated person, you can cover yourself with that, because let me tell you what Muslims they do. You see, when the Muslim they call me and I ask them to read the verse, do you know what they do? They claim that they know Arabic, but in fact they don't. None of them know Arabic. So what they do, they go here. There's something called the translation. يا أيها الذين آمنوا توكلوا لا تأكلوا. And the guy, he is like, sorry, you speak Arabic? Yes, yes, okay, speak Arabic. Give me the verse, give me the verse. If I don't give me the verse number, he will not be able to know to say it, because they open those translation and they read, يريد الله أن يكففكم عنكم. When you hear him, you think he know Arabic, because he is, I mean, he's sound like, but in reality, they don't know what they are reading. You are a sheikh? Do we have any Muslim? I do not either. Oh, really? Okay, why you don't call me and examine me speaking Arabic? Why you don't do that? Guys, I do not know either. I do not know how to speak Arabic. I'm born in the Middle East. I spent most of my life there, and I don't know Arabic. True story. Oh boy. Oh, what you need to do, call me, speak to me in Arabic, have a full conversation with me in Arabic. Let us see who is the stupid here. People will die laughing at you. Instead of picking fight online, why you don't pray to God? Okay, I pray to God to destroy Muhammad. Here we go. Are you happy now? Why you don't ask yourself, why when you pray, you curse people? When a Muslim, he pray, what he pray for? Please Allah, don't make us like the Christians, the lost Christians, and the cursed Jews. Is that your book, Potato? Yeah, let me show you. Muslims are really hypocrite. They try to avoid, they cannot answer us. And now they call us all kind of names. They curse us. All their prayer, actually 5 times a day, they curse the Christians and the Jews. 5 times a day. This is the Quran. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Read. Please Allah. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. What does that mean? Please Allah, not like the cursed Jews and the lost Christian. Every day, 5 times a day you say it. This is your prayer. Aren't you sick? Sicko. You cannot even pray to your God. The first thing you do in the morning, you curse us. The first thing you do in the morning, before even you go to the bathroom. Do we have any Muhammadan? You have a Muslim, he want to talk? Okay, let's see. Somebody have a Muslim. Look like we have a fish. Hello? Yes, I hear you.
Can't hear you well.
I hear you. Do you hear me?
I hear you too far.
Well, I'm so far, I don't know. I'm in America. Where are you?
I'm in China.
You're in China. Ah, okay. Are you the ex-Muslim who called me before and you left Islam?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm still Muslim.
All right. You're still Muslim?
Yeah.
Oh, because I saw a picture of a boy, so I was expecting a guy to speak to me, not you.
Yeah, he's my friend.
Ah, he's your friend. Okay. Well, he's not my friend, by the way. This guy, he took $5 from me. He'd never, pay me back.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm just joking. I wish, actually. I wish. But anyway, so what do you? First of all, welcome, and I'm happy to have you. So you are a Muslim, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And what does that mean to be a Muslim?
Exactly. I will just tell you what my parents used to tell me. I don't have any references. I have nothing.
Okay.
So what my parents taught me since I was little, they were saying Islam is about being a good person, respect your neighbors, respect your elders, don't cheat, don't lie, don't steal, pray 5 times, and basically that's it.
Is it
Believe
okay?
in God.
Is it okay if I ask you how old, lady?
I'm 27.
27. Yeah. So you are a growing, mature lady. All right. So,
Yeah.
but you observe in life, not only this is something I learned when I was a kid, but now you are 27 years old. and
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a good time. I mean, to find out who you are worshiping. So, don't you want to know? Aren't you curious? I mean, what this religion which you belong to about it?
Actually, I was. When I was young, I used to ask so many questions, and my mom used to tell me, don't ask.
Oh, see?
Only the people that they ask, they will go to Jahannam. They will go to hell. So, yeah.
Exactly, exactly. See?
So I was like, but no, this, for example, some stuff, they don't make sense to me. I really want to understand. Because sometimes when they talk to me, I just think by my logic. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. So I just want to ask more about it. And they said, no, don't ask. Like, don't ask.
Do you
It
know
is
why?
how it is, and
Why
that's
your
it.
mom she said that to you? Because
Mm-hmm.
this is what she learned from her mom, you know, and her mom she learned
Yeah.
that from her mom. Nobody dare to question this religion, and then we end with generation who they are just live by fear, don't dare to ask questions, and nobody knows what they are worshiping. This is in the Quran, chapter 5, verse 101. It says, "O who you believe, ask not about things which it made plain to you." And here you see, uh, I mean, this is the most silly verse to say, because I should ask about what is things which is sound plain to me, right? Not about things that are
Yeah,
clear.
yeah, exactly.
So the Quran doesn't make sense. And your mom, when she said that to you, simply because she been taught this way, she grew up this way, like this is a taboo, don't even think about it. And the second you think about it, verse number 102 says, before you, a community asked such a questions, and they left and they lost their faith. So the second you start asking questions about Muhammad, all right,
Mm-hmm.
then you will lose your faith. So what do you think about your faith? Do you think really Islam is a base in the little or too much? I'm not sure how much you know.
I don't know that much, but like I used to pray, and all my dua was accepted. So I really,
Your
like, I don't
dua
know.
is accepted?
Yes.
Like what? If you don't mind to
Like
share.
whatever I pray for, like, God, please help me achieve this, and I will achieve that thing.
Uh, I know, like look like you are lucky, you know, because
The problem that I'm not, I'm a really unlucky
because
person.
because my friend, there is millions of Muslims in Somalia and in Africa, and they are dying from hunger, and Allah is not answering their question and their prayer, and they are poor people. They need help. So, if the one who is making is helping you, he is help is Allah. Well, what about feeding those poor? I mean, if he is answering you always, as you say, you
Yeah.
remind me of a Muslim, but now he left Islam actually.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he said one of his most funny videos. This is a Muslim convert. He is like a redhead person. So he
Mm-hmm.
said, brothers and sisters, this has happened to me all the time. When I go, as an example, miracle happened to me. So what is a miracle? He said, as an example, when I go to the grocery store, and then I arrive to the grocery store cashier, and I found that, as an example, I have to pay $7.07.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't have my wallet with me. I forgot my wallet. And then,
Mm-hmm.
subhanallah, I put my hand in my pocket and I find $7.07. And this has happened all the time.
No, this is weird. This is weird.
And this has happened all the time. I want to do that. I want to go to the grocery store. I will always forget my wallet. I will do that in the gas station. I will do everywhere. I will not take my wallet, so Allah will put $7.70 in my pocket.
No,
And he,
actually, that cannot happen. I think that cannot happen. Like,
yeah.
miracles don't
But you
happen
see,
nowadays.
Allah, when you
Answer my prayers, like, for real.
yeah, but like, how this is like happened because of Allah or because you work hard for what you want?
Maybe because I work hard, and, like, if I fail, I will try and try and try. But also, I'm thinking because of the prayers. Because even my mom once said, I don't know why, but God answers to your prayers. Like, please help me pray for this, or, like, make dua for this one, or do this, or blah, blah.
So Allah, He don't answer your mother prayer, He answer yours.
I told her, like, even you are more mu'mina than me, so why he won't answer to you? Like, why you're asking me to pray for you? Like,
Yeah, this is, I remember my mother, she asked God to send her a handsome boy. And if I show him how I look like, he will not believe it. You know, she was going to jump from the window when she saw me. Anyway, so it looked like your mother and my mother, you know, their prayer is not being answered. But now, you see, we have a proof that this God does not even exist to answer your prayer. So you are maybe, let us say, because you work hard for what you do and you repeat and you keep trying, then you are successful. But in reality, this God, he cannot help anybody. So if I ask you now, which one you think Allah will help more, you or Muhammad?
I think God will help Muhammad alayhi salam, then me.
Okay, I like it when you say alayhi salatu wassalam. What does that mean?
Uh, salat was like all prayers and peace upon him.
Exactly. But why you need to pray in Muhammad if he is blessed by Allah? Is he blessed by Allah or he's not yet?
Well, I guess he is, but I don't know what he did in his life that he's like too precious to Allah, and like all the prayers and peace upon him. Like I don't know why.
No, Arabic, sound you speak Arabic. You said Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Arabic. I heard you, right?
No, I didn't say sallallahu. I said alayhi salatu
Oh,
wasalam.
Alayhi Salatu. And it's the same.
Hmm?
It's the same. Alayhi Salatu Wassalam. You know,
Yeah.
but this is a
Because
prayer.
when I
But
say
this is a prayer.
sallallahu alayhi wasallam,
Uh-huh.
I feel it's weird a bit.
Huh?
Why like God would pray to it? When I say sallallahu alayhi
That's,
wasallam,
yeah.
I feel it's weird a bit. That's why I always say alayhi salatu wasalam.
All right,
Like,
but you just said something priceless. You said why Allah will pray on him. Do we agree on that?
exactly, yeah. Because
But
like
isn't
it's God.
but isn't it
Why
the
God should pray for some
right,
human being?
right? But isn't it this is in the Quran? In the Quran it says in chapter 33, verse number 56, and you can see my screen. I don't know if you can see it. Let me switch to English. I
Can
can
you
put it.
please
Yeah,
your screen?
yeah. My screen is on. You know.
I never used it before.
If you go in the Quran here, you know. Okay, hold on. Chapter 33. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi, verse number 56.
ويسلمون عليه تسليما. Yeah.
Yeah, I will go to English. Yeah, but and you know you do not need me to translate how that can be true. You just agree with me before even I question it that this is cannot be true. How Allah he pray on Muhammad, and you will notice with me. You see, you are a very like a good person. You told me. Yeah, well, it says Allahu yusalli, which means pray. But look at the Muslim translation, how
Yeah.
they try to deceive people. They say, Allah, He sent His salat between two brackets, grace, honors, blessing, mercy, etc. But all of us, we know that's not true because grace and mercy and blessing, those are totally different words in Arabic. Salah is a prayer.
Yeah. But yusalli means praise.
Pray. So Allah, and look, they lie too in the translation. It says Allah, He sent His salah. That's not true. It says, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Correct? Which
Yeah.
means Allah
Yeah.
and the angels, they pray on Muhammad. And here, I will go back to what you said to me, that Allah, He answer your prayer. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
If Allah, He answer a prayer, and the second Allah He answer your prayer, do you need more prayer? I mean, to answer your prayer, which is answered already?
I don't get what you mean.
Okay. If I say, okay, God, make me pass this problem, and then God, He made me pass this problem, should I pray to Him again for the same problem?
No.
Okay.
I
So
would
what?
just thank him.
So why Allah Himself could be praying in Muhammad if He is the God and He is the one who can solve any problem?
Yeah, that's what I was asking as well. That's my question as well.
Yeah, but this is mean that your prayer never been answered by Allah, because simply Allah Himself, He is telling you that His prayer is useless. He kept to keep repeating like you said. You said, I keep asking Allah, praying to Allah, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but Allah is doing the same now. Allah is keep praying to do what? He's praying on Muhammad. So praying for what? Praying for good for Muhammad. But this is stupid, because if you are Allah, why you need to pray to anybody? And if I let us say, even for the sake of argument, that this is a honor, Okay, I honor him. That's it. What I will keep doing. I will keep honor him over. I mean, this is silly. If God he honor me, I am honored. If God he have mercy on me, I got the mercy. That's it. If God forgive me,
Yeah.
I be forgiven. There's no need for God to keep repeating the same thing every day, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And in the same time, you will see Muhammad he asked the Muslims, and the verse actually in front of us says, "Inna Allah wa malaikatahu." Okay, now the things are getting complicated. If Allah he prayed on me, what the need for the angels?
Mm, yeah.
Doesn't make sense, right? I mean, who is the highest? I mean, and same time,
God.
yeah, and same time, angels don't bless you. You see, I cannot bless you. I cannot give you mercy. I cannot. It's God. Angels
Only
are,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but here now we have two. We have many gods because now the Muslim they keep saying to us we worship one God, right? But if you read with me carefully, you will find that they have many gods because the angels and Allah. And look here in the evil translation here, they separate between Allah and look the word Allah here and the word angels. Look how long far.
Yeah.
But in Arabic, and you speak Arabic, so I'm lucky to have you. It says
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي.
exactly. So the word malaika is right away next to Allah in Arabic, but in the English they move it far, far away. They made a
Yeah.
distance to make it like, sound different. But as you see,
Mm,
it says Allah and the angel, and in Arabic, wow is a harf ataf, correct?
yeah.
Okay, harf ataf mean like and in English, like Allah and. Allah
Yeah.
and. So
And
what?
his angel.
Yeah, if I say I don't know what's your name. If I say Christian Prince and let us say assume your name is Fatima. So Christian Prince and Fatima they can cook. That's mean you can cook, I can cook. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's mean we have the same skills. But here, why Allah need the angels? We're talking about God. We are not talking about the kitchen.
Yeah, that's true.
So the verse here proving to us that Muhammad is a person placing himself in the place of God. Because if I will try to make a drawing for you in the screen. I like to draw. I was number one in the whole world. Even Picasso, by the way, he learned how to draw from me. In case you do not know, his real name I call him Bika. But then
Mm-hmm.
when he became famous, I said, see, so he became Picasso, and he learned from me. So look at what I will show you in the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Allah and the angels and the believers they pray on Muhammad. So now we will have this. We will make a circle. This is yellow. Muhammad don't like yellow. The Shia they like yellow, but the Muslim Sunni they don't like yellow. Let us change
Why?
it.
My yellow is my favorite color.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, you like to make me blind, don't you?
No.
Are you sure the Mossad did not send you against me? Okay. But just because the background is not strong, I mean, so we have to make different. So this is a circle, and in this circle we have Allah here. This is Allah. We have the angels here, and we have the believers here, and we have Muhammad in the middle, and everybody is praying on Muhammad. What do you think?
Yeah.
Isn't it this is the most silly, stupid thing ever you heard?
Yeah, actually, that verse shows that the prophet is above everyone.
He became the center of the universe,
Yeah, exactly.
and Allah and the angels and the believer and me and you and everybody is busy praying on Muhammad. Why? What is exactly the purpose of this?
Yeah.
What does have to do with God? Why does God is worshipping Muhammad? And the word Muhammad by itself means the praised one, which is an insult to God, because that name should be given to God. Muhammad is not a name for a man, it's a name for God. Only God is the praised one. So here, Muhammad, his real name was Qatham, he changed his name, and then he changed his name to the praised one, and now he start practicing to be the praised one, so he forced everybody to praise him and to pray on him. And now we
Yeah.
have Allah, the angels, and the believers, everybody, until now they are praying on Muhammad.
Yeah, like they used to say that the prophet is really a precious person to God, and he has the key to heaven.
Actually, this is proof that the
We'll
verse.
give you.
Just wait. What you said? I don't know what to
Mhm.
call you. Do you have a name I can call you with?
Yeah, you can call me Hajar.
Hajak?
Yeah, Hajar, Hajar.
Hajar. Nice name. All right.
Thank you.
I say, by the way, this nice name to everybody. Just don't think it's just joking. Yeah. So, but what you just said is a proof that Muhammad again is a false prophet. Why? Because if he is so special to Allah, why Allah need to keep praying on him and asking people to pray on him and asking the angels to pray on him? I mean, he is so special already, and he had the keys.
Yeah, yeah. So why? Yeah, because the person who needs prayers, like he did the bad sins, that's the person that needs prayers normally.
Exactly.
That's why.
Like a person like me to be handsome one day, that's the one need a prayer from everybody. Maybe in the morning I will wake up and I will look good. But that never happened. The Christians can't even help me. So when this God, he is saying that Allah and the angels and the believers pray on him, and then the Muslim they say that Muhammad is the best of mankind and he is the most close to Allah. But look, Allah himself and the angels and the Muslims are praying for him. Praying for what? If to get the best location, a corner lot in the heaven, to get the high floor. I mean, isn't it the Muslim they say already he is in the highest, and actually there's a verse in the Quran says وَبَعَثْهُ مَقَامًا مَحْمُودًا, and give him a good location, a good honor. So what is this is about? So all the idea of Islam is Muhammad, and
Yeah.
then if you read the verse before it, the verse before this verse, let us go. Verse number 55, you will see something very, very funny. You know Arabic, you can read it in Arabic, and
Okay.
we can see it in English. Let me wait for you in Arabic first. All right.
Okay.
And you will see there's no connection between the Quran. The Quran is like somebody, he's drunk, and he is making an article about Hulu Nulu. You do not know which one is Hulu and which one is Nulu. لا جناح عليهن في آبائهن ولا أبنائهن ولا أخوانهن ولا أبناء إخوات. What is this? What is this? What does have to do with this?
لا جناح عليهن في آبائهن ولا أبنائهن ولا إخوانهن ولا أبناء إخوانهن ولا أخواتهن ولا نسائهن ولا أولادهن ولا أخواتهن الله إن الله كان على كل شيء شهيدا.
Do you understand anything?
What does جناح mean?
No problem. Like no problem. Yeah. But what is this? Nothing. And what does have
No
to
one,
do? What does have to
like
do? Huh?
all these the family members.
Yeah, but but this is silly. What does verse have to do with the verse before it? And what the verse before it have to do with the verse after it? I mean, we are talking praying on Muhammad. Right?
Yeah.
The verse before it speak about things doesn't make sense. What is this? There is no sin of them, the prophet wives, if they appear unveiled. Why? Okay, before their fathers, but what does have to do with the verse before it? What the connection? You see, when we say a book of God, God is intelligent God, not stupid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I am now talking about how to make how to cook chicken, and then right away the verse after it says and pray on the prophet, and everybody pray on the prophet and the angels and what. But what? So what does have to do with this? Here it says it's okay for the wives. It's not a problem to do this and to do this, etc. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
what the verse after it have to do with it? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. If Muhammad is really a person who knows God and he is receiving this from God, then we need to ask ourselves, what does have to do with the religion anyway? I mean, is Muhammad going to be saved or he's going to hell? When I ask the Christians, say, pray for me. Like today, I don't feel good, you know. But don't you know, those Christians, they don't pray for me, by the way. They pray like, may God take me, you know, because many of them, they don't like me. Yeah, but when I ask somebody to pray for me, I ask because simply I feel there is a need. But this is God himself. He pray on Muhammad. And what is the purpose exactly? Like you can ask any Muslim in the world, ask him what is the purpose. There's no purpose. Doesn't make sense. If he is so important to Allah, then he is already granted the best place. He is already a prophet. He is already elected person. So why I need to pray on him, and why the angels are praying on him, and what the angels can do, what Allah can do? Is the angels going to add something? No. Is the Muslims prayer will, because the Muslim they pray to Allah to what? Right? So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
asking the angels to pray for him. Doesn't make sense. I mean, already I already grant him my prayer. So here you
Yeah. Maybe
notice, yeah,
so, like how really a precious person he is. Maybe
if
just
he
like
is,
sharing.
this verse is a fabricated. If he is a precious person, then this verse is a fabrication. Doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like to eat at home, Hajar?
Yeah.
Do you know that Allah He gave you permission to eat at home?
Mm.
I'm serious. Have you ever heard of God? You never heard this before, don't you, right?
No, really no.
Yeah. Well, welcome
I don't
to.
understand. I don't think you're joking with me.
No, 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 no. You know, uh, not joking. I'm not joking. But I hope I will not make you hungry, and then you will go and eat, and you will say, "Okay, I have to go." Okay, chapter 24, and I will put it for you in Arabic, and I will put it in English. It says in Arabic,
Okay.
ليس على الأعمى حرج ولا على الأعرج حرج ولا على المريض حرج ولا عن أنفسكم أن تأكلوا في بيوتكم. What the heck is this? This is God. This is really God. You can eat in your home if you are blind. You can eat at home if you are a person who cannot walk, correct? If you are sick, you can eat home. And even if you are not any of those, you can eat. So what the point? I mean, just say, and isn't it all people they eat at home? And then it's
Yeah.
okay to eat in the house of your father. Hajar, great news. You can eat in your dad's house. Allah give you permission, sister. What do you want more? Not only that, you can eat in the house of your mother. Whoa, I don't know that. And then you can eat in the houses of your brothers. That's deep. It's getting complicated. Or, you know, أخوانكم أو بيوت أخواتكم. What the difference?
Yeah.
In the house of your brothers or the house of your brothers. And then in the house of your uncles. And then in the house of your aunties. And in the house of your uncle from your mom's side. And the house of your auntie from your mom's side. I mean, what the heck is that? And or any house you have the keys for it. Hajar, I will
Yeah.
never give you the key of my house. You are a Muslim. You are dangerous. You will get the key. You will go to
Oh
my
my God, no,
refrigerator,
I'm
and
a good Muslim.
and you will eat
I
my.
only know good things about Islam. It's just like not to hurt anyone, as I said.
Yeah,
Only the
no,
good things.
Islam says you should hurt everybody. That's not true.
No, I can't.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
I
you are just a
should
you
not
are just a good
in
person, growing, you know, in a nice family. Your parents are nice people. So this is why you think this is Islam, but this is not Islam. Islam is the opposite. But look at this disaster. I mean, ask yourself a very simple question. Do you think this is really something written in the table of Allah by the pen of Allah? Is that really coming from God? You can eat if you are blind, you can eat at home, and if you are limp and like lame, you can walk. You can eat at home, and if you what so what is that?
You know what I've heard?
Yeah.
Because I cannot judge anything based on my opinion, but I heard that each verse in Quran came based on a question from someone or like came to prove something.
Hmm. But that will bring another problem. Isn't it Allah? He wrote the Quran in a protected board before even the whole world is created. That means the questions which is asked and the verse came to answer the question, that means those questions are not made by people. Allah, He made you ask those questions. And this will take us to other problem in Islam, which is destiny.
Mm.
What do you know about destiny in Islam?
We should believe in this whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly as a part of Islam. You have to believe in destiny, bad or good. But what do you think about destiny? Do you accept destiny?
Yes, I do.
So why we will go to hell if we are destined to go to hell? I mean,
Oh my God, this was my question. This was my question. I kept asking my mom
yeah.
about this.
You know,
You know what I was telling my mom? Like I used to tell her, if I am, for example, a really bad person,
Hmm.
and I am already destined to be in hell. So, like, what can I do to change that? Like, what's the point if I am already going to hell? Why should I turn into a good person if my end is already hell? You know?
Not only this, like as long we believe in destiny, that's mean me as a Christian prince, I'm speaking against Islam because Allah He made a destiny for me to speak against Islam, correct?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah,
On that,
but isn't it
it,
stupid? Isn't it stupid to make me speak against you and that hurt you? And then you ask the Muslim to do jihad against me and kill me. I mean, what is this game? So
yeah,
it's not my
but
fault if you made me do that.
mm, yeah, that's true. But my mom told me like you can change your destiny.
No, that's
For
false.
example,
Yeah.
today I woke up in the morning. If I do like dua and pray and everything, if I have, for example, if there is an accident is waiting for me,
Hmm.
like that accident won't happen because I already make some dua and prayers, and it's like a protected.
It take the affair of Allah to go to Him 1,000 year. You know that, right? So if you make a supplication to Allah, it's going to take 1,000 years to go. So if you make a supplication in the morning, it's going to take 1,000 years to go and 1,000 years to come back. By that time, not only you will have the accident, you will become mashed potato. You know. So this is not really what Islam teach. And as an example, if I ask you now, uh, Adam, he commits sin. We know the story. This story written in the Bible, right? And written in the Quran. So Adam he ate from the tree, and because he ate from the tree, God he punished him and he kicked him out. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. But do you know that according to Muhammad, Adam, it was not his choice to commit sin, but it was Allah. He forced him to commit sin. It was destiny. So here we see an argument. Muhammad is speaking, not me, because it doesn't make sense, this argument between Adam and Moses. As you see, this is Al-Bukhari, and you know Al-Bukhari is a very authentic book, right?
Well, I don't. I never like agreed with Sunnah, so
You have to, because the Quran says,
I,
وَمَنْ أَطَاعَ الرَّسُولَ أَطَاعَ اللَّهَ وَمَنْ أَطَاعَ اللَّهَ أَطَاعَ الرَّسُولَ. So you cannot obey
yeah,
one, and to obey Muhammad, you have to obey the hadith.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And if you read with me, I don't know if you can see the screen, it says here, the Prophet said, Adam and Moses argued with each other. I told you, never leave Adam and Moses alone. I mean, those guys, they are like fire and gas. You know, how Moses and Adam they met, don't ask me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, but Muhammad, because Allah told him, that's it. You know, who can question? Moses said to Adam, "O Adam, you are our father who disappointed us and turned us out of paradise." Then Adam said, "O Moses, Allah favored you with his talk. He talked to you directly, and he wrote the Torah for you with his own hand. Do you blame me for an action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation?" So Adam confuted Moses. Adam confuted Moses, and Muhammad always repeat things 3 times, which is very weird. So what Adam did, he confuted, which means he won the argument. So what is the argument? Adam, Moses, he said to him, because of you, we are out of heaven. Adam, he said to him, don't be stupid, Moses. Don't you know that this is a destiny? And Allah, he decided for me my fate 40 years before my creation, which means the sin of Adam was a destiny.
But it cannot be because God gave him the choice.
No,
Like
no.
he told him, no, don't touch that
Oh,
tree.
this
But
is a fake acting, because as you see, it's just destiny. It's destiny because
and
it's a
isn't we are نحن مخيرون ولسنا
no,
بمسلمين.
no, no. This not Muslim. Muslim don't believe مخيرون. There's no تخيير. You know.
Because me that. So what do we believe in then? Me and my family.
Yeah, but what you believe in, you know, with my respect to you, this is not what Islam is. You know, there's a huge difference between what Islam teach and what you are saying. So, like if if I go in the Quran and look for what Allah He will, you know, Allah He will many things, all right, and only the will of Allah is going to function at the end of the day. Insha'Allah inna la muhtadun. Insha'Allah, Insha'Allah, Insha'Allah. But the Quran always confirm that even when you commit shirk, which is something against Allah, وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ مَا أَشْرَكُوا, chapter 6, verse number 107. And إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ, as an example, the verse says, إِلَّا مَا شَاءَ اللَّهُ, إِلَّا مَا شاء, except what Allah He allowed. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing will be even able to happen, except by the will of Allah. You know,
Yeah.
all those verses I'm showing you on the screen is proving my point. إلا ما شاء الله. Okay, إلا ما شاء الله. ولو شاء الله ما فعلوا. No. So everything by the will of Allah. Nothing can happen except by the will of Allah. And
Yeah, exactly.
And any sin you do, it is an order and a command from Allah. And
Yeah.
when the hadith speak about Moses and Adam he says to him, well, it's written 40 years before my creation. That means the existence of Adam was a plan, including his sin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Adam, you can like review the video. All those verses I'm showing you on the screen, all of them speak about Allah, like Sha Allah, huh?
Yeah.
ولو شاء الله لجعلكم أمة واحدة ولو شاء الله, etc. So all of them confirm
ولو
one thing.
أن يضروك بشيء. I don't remember the verse, but they won't like do anything to you only if God wants. So yeah.
Yeah, nothing will happen.
Which
Exactly.
also I am questioning that thing as well.
Yeah. Like in the chapter of At-Takwir, I think verse number 29, it says, وَمَا تَشَاءُونَ إِلَّا أَنْ يَشَاءَ اللَّهُ, which is very
Oh,
clear, you know. If we go to verse number 29, let me see. I'm just using my memory. I hope. Okay, chapter At-Takwir. Let us see. Let us go here. And actually, this verse is very, very clear. I mean, this search engine is really weird. It's messed up. You know, you type a word. Let us go to a better way. We go to 81. And we go to verse number 29, last verse. Let's see if you can see it. Do you see it?
it's bugging. Wait.
وما تشاءون إلا أن يشاء الله رب العالمين.
But I see now. Okay. Yeah.
So you see the verse before, it says لمن شاء منكم أن
منكم
يستقيم.
أن يستقيم.
Yeah, and then he
Yeah.
says to them, and nothing you wish, nothing like your, you know, your will, except what Allah will. Which means, if not Allah will, you will have nothing happening. Right?
Yeah.
It's Allah will at the end of the day. So, but you shall not will except as Allah wills. So your will is a fake will. So why we call it will? Because you cannot will unless what is Allah wills. So we are not free. We are just enforced. Like as an example, if somebody have fornication, is fornication a choice in Islam, or it's a must?
I don't know.
What do you think? I mean, isn't it this is a something you decide to do or not to do? Should be this way, right? I mean, I should not believe that God he forced me to do fornication. Correct?
Yeah.
But this is what Muhammad saying. Read carefully. Muhammad, he said, and this is very authentic hadith. Verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in which he of necessity must commit. Adultery of the eyes, the adultery of the eye is the last look, and the adultery of the tongue, and etc. It is what? It is a portion of adultery. Allah have fixed portion for you. It's not a choice. So you like it, you don't like it, you are going to do it.
But why would God want us to do this? Why would God want us to sin? And also he's telling us you should not be sinning.
Okay, that's a good question. Do you know that Muhammad, he said, if you don't commit sin, Allah will destroy you?
What?
If you don't commit sin, Allah will destroy you.
But why?
Read it.
Isn't the goal is God wants us to be a good people?
See, this is what a good God will do. What Allah is the devil. Read it. It's in front of you. Muhammad, he said, by him in whose hand is my life, if you were not to commit sin, Allah would sweep you out of existence, and he would replace you by those who would commit sin and seek forgiveness from Allah, and he would have burdened them. Do you see how dangerous this statement is? I can show it in Arabic if you want.
No, it's okay. I understand. Oh my God. This is hadith, right?
Yeah, but this is authentic. This is very authentic. This is Sahih Muslim. Hadith number 2749. So, وَالَّذِي نَفْسِي بِيَدُهُ, لو لم تذنبوا لذهب الله بكم ولجاء بقوم يذنبون فيستغفرون الله فيغفر لهم. That is the most disgusting thing ever. So Muhammad is saying to us, he have a sick God, and if you want Allah to like you and keep you alive, you have to commit more sin.
But what I know is we should not commit any sins.
No,
Like we
as you see,
be
no,
careful.
you have wrong understanding of of Islam. Islam is a, this is why we laugh at Islam as a, like we, like me as an Arab, when I read and go to school and I see Muslim talking about the religion and I read this, I mean, this is madness, it's stupid. So how you say to people, oh, Allah don't like the sinners, and then you say to them, if you don't commit sin, I will destroy you. How you say to them, sin is not is from Satan, and then you say to me, Satan is sin is destiny.
Yeah.
Not only that, do you know that even Satan is a Muslim?
Well, Satan was an angel as well.
No,
Like,
no. In Islam, Satan
but
never. No.
Mm.
Satan in Islam, he's a genie. He is not an angel.
What?
Satan in Islam, he is a genie. Genie. You know what genie?
Jinn?
Yeah, jinn. You
No.
you watch cartoon?
Yeah, I do.
Here we go. We have something. Me and you, we have something in common. Better than the movie we see in TV. Disgusting. So, yeah. According to the Quran, Iblis, he is the first shaitan, and he is the one who Allah kicked him out from heaven. And then Iblis, after he was kicked out from heaven, he came back, and there is a snake in the heaven of Adam and Eve, and he asked the snake, he bribed the snake, he told her, I will make you whatever, give you husband, etc. Like, she is single, looking for a husband, dating website. So he convinced the snake to go inside her, and she was able to smuggle him inside, the heaven. Because Allah in the Quran, he ordered the shaitan to get out of heaven when he refused to bow down to Adam, which is very stupid story. But what make it more stupid, that Allah, he ordered the angels to bow down, and this might be why you are confused, you think he's an angel. He ordered the angels to bow down, except Shaitan, Iblis, he refused. But Iblis is not.
But he was arrogant. He said, like, why should I bow to a human being that you just created?
Do you think this is arrogant, or this is a good question? Why I need to why any one of us will bow down to Adam? Who is Adam? I thought Islam teach monotheism. Isn't it a bowing down is an act of worship?
Yeah.
So why I want to bow down to a man? And even the angels, they said he is going to commit sin later, and he's going to do mischievement. So what Adam accomplished? Why he is going to be? We bow down. What about we bow down to Allah if he's God? Why I want to bow down to Adam?
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't make sense. In the same time, the one who accused Adam of doing mischievement, it was the angels, not Iblis. So why you are asking Iblis to bow down? In fact, he did not.
Yeah.
Allah, he said to the angels, وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ, as you see the verse, chapter 2, verse number 34, وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ أَبَى وَاسْتَكْبَرَ. Okay, he was from the kuffar. This is very funny. But Allah, he said to who? To the angels. But Shaitan is not an angel. He is from the jinn.
Iblis, except Iblis. So he was considered from angels as well.
No. The Quran confirms. It's not up to me or to you, Hajar. The Quran, it says Iblis, he was one of the jinn. Even Iblis, he explained. He said, you created Adam from mud, and I am created from fire. He's a genie.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Chapter 7, verse number 12, it says, Allah, he said to him, what prevented you, O Iblis, that you did not prostrate when I commanded you? Iblis said, I am better than him. You created me from fire. You created him from clay. But here there's no just. The one who accused Adam to do mischievement is who? Is the angels. And Allah, He said to the angels, bow down. He did not even mention the word Iblis. So imagine I say all dogs get out, and then I get upset from the cat for she did not leave.
I
Angels,
understand you.
yeah, angels and genie are two different creatures. Angels are created from light, genie created from fire, human being
Yeah.
created from dirt. So three different elements, and angels who they are made from light, it should be higher than the man. Because isn't Allah
Yeah.
light?
Yeah.
That means the angels, they have the same nature of Allah. So how you make the one who have the nature of light bow down to the one who have the nature of a dirt? Same time, the angels did not do anything wrong. They told Allah, are you going to create someone who will do mischievement? And Allah, He told them, I know what you know not. And He told them, He asked Adam to read all the names, and He said to them, okay,
وعلمنا آدم كلها. I know that verse as well.
you remember it?
Yeah.
But don't you think this is the most stupid cartoon ever? Did you notice the mistake here in the verse?
Well, yeah, actually now you're showing me some stuff that I never noticed before, because I'm just reading without like noticing stuff.
Without focusing. But look what happened, Hajar. Do you have a dog at home?
No.
I don't have one too. Okay, what do you have at home? Do you have a cat?
No.
Okay, I don't have a cat too.
I like dogs actually, but I was beaten by one. Then I started to be scared of them.
The dog, he did bite you?
Yes.
And you are saying to me, Allah, He answered your prayer? Is that one of them?
No, it's
Unbelievable.
not.
Now, come on, I got you busted now. Your prayer is working for sure.
But I don't pray every day. I don't like say dua.
Yeah. Excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pray to Allah and a dog. But you know what happened to me? It's close to your story. I prayed to God, and then a lion, bit me. I went to the zoo. I put my hand like inside. I forgot myself. I was talking to a friend, and I was like get excited, and my hand go inside the thing, and the lion, he cut my hand. But thanks to Allah, I have 3 hands, so I have 2 hands. Anyway, true story. Yeah. So look what happened here. So the angels in chapter 2, verse number 30, the angels, they said to him, he said to the angels, I'm going to create someone to inherit the earth. But how you can inherit the earth? I mean, there's some people live there, which is very weird, because Khalifa mean the one who inherit, correct? Khalifa, caliphate, So I'm going to create someone who is going to inherit the earth. They said, will you place therein someone who will do mischievement and shed blood? And we are the one who glorify your name. Allah got upset, and He said to them, I know what you know not. And then Allah, now He went to His office. He's upset because I told him, he like challenging his authority, that what a stupid mistake you are making. You are making Adam, who is going to do mischievement. And here you ask yourself, how the angels even know? Which is strange. And then he taught Adam the names of all things. Then He placed them before the angels and said, tell me the names of those things if you are truthful, not right. See the translation here? They lie. Because in Arabic it says, read with me, in kuntum sadiqeen. What in kuntum sadiqeen mean?
Truthful.
Exactly. So they lie in the translation. So
yeah, I told my friend, because he doesn't speak Arabic, I told him, like, don't look at the translation.
exactly,
There are billion
they lie.
translations.
They lie in
Like,
purpose. No,
yeah,
Hajar,
they change some stuff.
they
Yeah.
lie in purpose. You see, because if we say the reason they hide it, because if we say if you are truthful, that means the Quran accused the angels to be a bunch of liars, right?
Yeah.
And if the angels are not truthful, then where Muhammad he received the Quran from? From the angels, from Jibreel, correct?
From Jibreel, yeah.
That means Jibreel is one of the angels too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that means he's not truthful. So how we can trust the delivery of Jibril, Mr. Fax? If the angels, all of them, and the one who's accusing them not to be truthful is Allah. And then Allah, if you look with me in this story here, this is why I ask you if you have a dog or a cat. Do you know why I ask you if you have a dog or cat?
No.
Okay, what about if you have a rabbit?
I don't have any pets.
And you are making it hard for me. So, okay, so if I have a cat, let me put a picture of a cat in the screen. And I ask you, Hajar, what is the name of my cat? Let us see what you will say. What you will say to me.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You have to know. You cannot do that.
I can't know.
No, you need to know, because let us say now you are the angel. I will put you in the place of the angel, all right? And I will put this cat in front of you, and this is my cat, and I will ask you, what is the name of my cat? You cannot tell me I do not know. I mean, you are doing the same as the angels now. So are you sure you do not know?
No, I don't know.
Okay. This cat is called Fufu.
Oh.
And Allah, He put the cat in the front of the angels. And He asked them, what the name of this cat? The angels, they give up. They told him, Doo. They said, no. Shushu, no. Hoo, no. Cuckoo, no. Joe Biden, no. Trump, no. So they give up. And then Allah, He said, okay, you know what? I will tell you, you lost. Fufu. And this is how Allah, He proved that He is God. Because He knew the names of the cat which He gave her the name. Are you with me?
Yeah, I am.
Do you understand what happened?
I am.
Do you agree with me? This is the most stupid, intelligent trick to prove that you are God by the name which you gave. You are the one who named the cat.
Wow.
Is it possible that this silly stuff is coming from God? Like, what is the name of my dog? You do not know the name of the dog, so I'm God? Okay, ask me what's your name.
What's your name?
No, I'm not repeat. I ask me to ask you what's your name.
Okay. Ask me what's my name.
Okay. No, you're not getting it. I'm saying ask me to ask you what's your name. So like say to me, what is my name? say to me, what is my name? I will tell you I'm God. Your name is Hazar. How I know?
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. So now your mom is God because she is the one who gave you a name, and your dad, I mean, this God is the most idiot, funny, silly. This is not even high school, intelligence. What do you mean he told them the names? So if now he wanted to prove to them that he knew what they know not. How? By teaching Adam the names? And he asked the angels, what is the names? And now the angels, they do not know the names. That means he is God, and they are not truthful. What about we do the opposite? You tell them go and give names to anything you want, and come to me and tell me what the names we gave in our head, and I will tell you. That will make sense. But you are the one who gave the names to that cat and the dog, and then you ask them to give you the names, and that how you prove that you are the all-knowing God. And look, the angels, they look like they are a bunch of stupid. They said to him, wow, glory to you. We have no knowledge except what you have taught us. Which is a contradiction for the story. Because he said only to them, I'm going to create a human being. They said, are you going to create someone who do mischievement? He just told them he will create. So what do you mean we know except what you told us? Where do you get this information from? So the whole story is a stupid story. And then he said, and we said to the angels, prostrate, except Shaitan, but Shaitan is not an angel. And then Allah, He ordered Shaitan to get out of heaven. And then you ask yourself, how in the world Shaitan, after he got out of heaven, he was able to get in? Because this has happened before Adam creation. Remember, right? Adam is not created yet. Allah, he just said to Adam, I'm going to create somebody. This argument, and then Adam, he was created after the argument, and then he gave him the name, and then because Shaitan, he refused to bow down to Adam, so now in this moment Adam is exist. Allah, he ordered Shaitan to get down, you know, out of heaven, because he refused to bow down. So how Shaitan get inside the heaven again, and he whispered to Adam and Eve.
He was sneaking around. I don't know.
You can sneak around the fence of Allah.
No, you can't. This is so confusing, like for real. Oh my God.
This is not confusing. This is, come on, Hajar, you are just trying to let yourself
No,
say
feel
what.
you feel everything you like you've heard. It's
It's crazy, isn't it? This is gonna be from God. I mean, this is a book of Mickey Mouse cartoon for kids, like 6th grade. This is not a book for adult. This is just a silly cartoon.
and people read and cry while they're reading.
I cry every day. I like onion, but this is have nothing to do with God. You know, people who cry too much because simply they have like suffering, issues. They are depression. God don't want us to cry. I mean, we use the word cry to God, not by crying tears, but by like asking God, supplicating, communicating with Him. You see, in the Bible teaches us to, when we pray, we call God, we call Him the Father. You know that, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about calling God the Father? Which one is better, to say I am a slave of Allah, or to say I am a child of God?
Child is better.
Child. Do you know what the difference between slave and child? There's a huge difference. Imagine you are living in a palace, and in this palace there is someone, he is majestic, but this majestic person, he wants you to call him father.
It's so beautiful.
It's so beautiful because it's relationship between a child and father. It's a love relationship. It's not like, oh, I am the supreme, you are nothing, you are an insect, you are a slave of Allah. The Quran says Allah created none, like nobody, except like the genie and the human, except to worship him. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْإِنسَ وَالْجِنَّ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. In the Bible, when we pray, we say our Father, the first statement, our Father, and then you say the rest from your heart. You can recite a prayer from the Bible as it is, but it's even better if you say it from your heart and you speak to the Father and you are a child of God. And there is a huge difference between Christianity and Islam. With Jesus, he explained to you, he give you parables, he show you what it's mean to be you, how you can be saved. Destiny is not about this. Even the disciple of Jesus, one of them, he betrayed Jesus. This is how the free will work. Because if it's a destiny, well, that means the guy is not bad. Because it's a destiny, right? It's my destiny to betray you.
Yeah.
So in Christianity, it makes sense that everyone will pay for his sin. And then the Muslim, they lie about us. I hope you won't get offended when I say the Muslim, they lie, because that's what we see every day. They say, oh, the Christian, they believe that their sin is forgiven because Jesus died for them, and now they can go and sleep around and fornicate and steal and kill because Jesus died on the cross. This is absolutely far away from the truth. Absolutely. Jesus, he said, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So you worship Jesus day and night. You pray to him, but you don't do his will. You don't belong to him. Jesus said to them, they say with him, but Lord, we did even miracles in your name. They said, depart away from me. I do not know you. You did that for your own glory. So in Christianity, you are not a slave of God, you are a child of God. Even the Quran, there's a verse in the Quran, and this is showing you that the one who wrote the Quran is an idiot. Again, you know, when we say as a Christians or the Jews, when we say we are children of God, we don't mean that God, he married our mother, right?
Yeah.
I think only idiot would think this way, right? I mean, this is silly even to say it. But Muhammad in the Quran, he said, you know, in chapter 5, verse number 18, وقالت اليهود والنصارى نحن أبناء الله وأحباؤه قل فلما يعذبكم بذنوبكم. I mean, look at this stupidity. What does this have to do with this? The Jews and the Christians, they say, we are the children of God. Say, supposedly Allah now is being smart. Say, well, if you are, so why he punish you for your sin? Have you ever heard of Siris? You know, do the father punish his kids if they do something wrong? He does.
Yes.
Actually, if you don't do it, that means he's bad father. Right?
That's true.
That's mean he is letting you be loose like an animal and do as you wish, and he will not teach you how to behave. And he said, how come he punish you for your sin? He should punish us for our sin. So Muhammad, obviously, he got it wrong. And not only that, he continues saying, nay, you are but a human being. So Muhammad, he think by saying we are children of God, he think we are saying they are like God. He had, you know, he married my mother and they have a son. It was as me. Nay, you are just a human being. Those who has a, huh?
I want to ask you something.
I can.
So based on your research, your understanding and knowledge, what do you think? Like the Quran is what the Quran was written by who? So and those words like from who?
Yeah, you see, first of all, I believe that the Quran is not written by one person. In certain part of Muhammad life, there's a guy, his name is Waraqa ibn Nawfal. I don't know if you heard of him. Waraqa is the real father of Muhammad. And even when Waraqa died, Muhammad, he tried to commit suicide many times. And this is telling you what is the relationship between Muhammad and Waraqa. And not only that, it says in the hadith that when Waraqa died, even Muhammad stopped receiving Quran. And here we need to ask ourselves, do you think that God will be infected by a death of an old man? His name is Waraqa. Who is he? He's nobody, you know. I mean, why a revelation will stop coming? Because Waraqa, he died. This is Sahih Bukhari in front of us, and I will put it for you on screen. It says here, it's explain who is Waraqa, and he was, etc. Waraqa was a son of, etc., uncle of her father, Khadija, and then he became a Nasara, the Christian, Nasara, and he used to write the Arabic writing, of the gospel. Do you see it? Are you with me, Hajar?
Was the son? Yeah, because it's bugging. Waraqa was the son of her uncle, her father's brother, during the Islamic period became a Christian, and he used to write in Arabic writing. He used to write the gospel. Oh,
that is the Quran.
Yeah, because there are a lot of similar stories between what's in the Bible and what's in the Quran.
Yeah, but this guy was not writing really a gospel. He was writing a new. This guy is a Nasara. He's not a Christian. Nasara, they don't believe that Jesus was crucified. You know, so they are not Christian. This is why they are called Nasara. Nasara have nothing to do with the Christians. So Muhammad, he is the son of this man, and not the son of Abdullah. Muhammad was born 4 years after Abdullah's death. So how he can be his son? It's impossible. So as you see here, Waraqa was writing a gospel, and this is telling us a different story now. Because if the Christian gospel was corrupted, why Muhammad praised this man? He is a good man, and he is writing the gospel. Well, if the gospel is corrupted anyway, no. So here, this guy is writing a gospel which is creating an idea for Muhammad, preparing him to be announcing himself as a prophet. And here you will notice that this guy is an old man. When he died, it says here, when Waraqa died, let us see, here we go. But after a few days, Waraqa died, and the divine inspiration was also paused for a while, and the prophet becomes so sad, and we have heard that he intended several times to throw himself from the top of the high mountains. And every time he went up to the top of the mountain in order to throw himself down, Gabriel would appear before him and say, "O Muhammad, indeed you are the messenger of Allah in truth." Whereupon this, his heart would become quiet and would calm down and return home. And whenever the period of coming inspiration used to become long, he would do the same as before, which means he go to the mountain to throw himself. But isn't it, this is a clear sign that Muhammad is mentally ill too? I am a prophet. Okay, and now God did not give me a revelation for 2 months. Why I need to jump from the top of the mountain?
Yeah.
And I keep repeating this. Look, it says many time, and whenever the inspiration become long to come, he do the same. And then Jibril, he go to the mountain and he tell him, please Muhammad, don't jump, Habibi, come on, come on here. What do you want? Barbies? I will get you Barbies. What do you want? So this is stupid. This is not a guy who's a mature. And they say that Muhammad became a prophet after the age of 40. So we're not talking about a guy, he is 16 years old kid. We are talking about a fully grown man. He is already now close to his 50. So why you want to kill himself? And isn't it killing yourself against God too?
Yeah, it is, because the soul is too precious to God.
Not in Islam.
We should
Not in Islam.
any.
No, not in
I'm
Islam.
talking about Islam right
Yeah.
now.
but as you see, wherever you go in this, I cannot even call it a religion. Wherever you go, this is really stupid. This religion is stupid. You know, if a child is a baby, an infant, you like children's?
Yeah, I have a baby. I have a.
Oh, you have a baby. Well, let us
Yes.
pray to God. He will not be like me. Okay. So now,
She's.
she's a girl?
Yeah.
Okay. I pray to the Lord to keep her for you and see her one day growing and became a bride.
I mean,
and you will be proud of her. So look with me, Hajar. If a child is a baby infant and died, do you think should go to heaven or go to hell?
heaven. Like
Why?
we know that all infants, they will go to heaven.
Why?
Like, direct.
Why you are sure?
Angels.
Huh?
Because they're angels.
Okay, but why you are sure? What do you mean by angels?
Babies, like they're angels.
You know, when I was a kid, I was not an angel at all. I assure you that. You know.
Come on, under 1 year.
even when the lady, she was delivering me, I took her ring. You know. She put her hand came out with the wrong, you know, like with the ring. I took it. And then now I have it, by the way. True story.
Oh my God.
So anyway, so a child will, if he died and he is an infant, he will go to heaven because he's an angel, you said, right?
Yes.
Because he did not commit sin.
Exactly. He didn't commit any sins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know that Muhammad, he says no, infant, they will go to hell?
Why?
Because it's destiny. You forgot? Read with me. Muhammad and Aisha, they went to a funeral. And this is the book of Sahih Muslim. Aisha, she said to Muhammad, I can show it in Arabic. Choose for me if you want it, not in English.
I'm still seeing there is happiness for this child who is a bird from amongst the birds of
Yeah.
paradise. That's what I see now.
Yeah. Okay, let me open this one here. I will click in this one as long you are seeing. And you can read better. I will zoom out a little bit. Okay. Read it. Go ahead. If you can read it loud, please.
Which one?
The one you will see now on the screen.
You're moving. God's messenger? No. So you're still. So which one?
I will highlight it for you. God's messenger was invited to a funeral.
Ah, okay. God's messenger was invited to the funeral of a boy who belonged to the Ansar, and I said, Messenger of God, This one is blessed. He is one of the young ones in paradise. For he has done no evil, being too young for that. He replied, it may be otherwise, Aisha, for God has created some to go to paradise doing so when they were still in their father's loins, and he has created others for hell doing so when they were. What?
Can you believe it?
Is this? Oh my God.
Yeah, this is Sahih. This is Sahih. Here we go. Sahih. See? Sahih. There's no question about it. So, a baby child, Aisha, she is like you. She thought, oh, this is a child. He's an angel. He's a asfur. You know what asfur mean? You know? Sparrow. He's a
Yeah.
asfur. You know? She's talking about an infant. Like translation here says, you know, a boy. But Aisha even described him that he is very young to the point she called him a sparrow. You know? So, he is a asfur from asafir al-Jannah. Even I'm surprised that in the translation they took that word. Look, in Arabic, you see it. It says asfur. Asfur min asafir al-Jannah, correct?
Mm.
Yeah, in English they don't say he's a sparrow. It disappear. You see, guys, why we cannot trust their translation? I mean, they took the
Yeah,
whole sentence off.
I know about this. Like, no one can trust the translation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's why I don't like to read the English part. I always like read the Arabic
but you
part.
know, like you are lucky you speak Arabic, but and the rest of the Muslims in the world they don't speak Arabic.
Exactly. Like when I told my friend, he told me, so I need to learn Arabic in order to read Quran. I said, yeah,
Yeah,
because you should not trust any translation. Like
exactly.
most of them are
So you
just
see, guys, listen to her. This is Hajar. She is a Muslim. This is not a Christian prince saying to you, and she is a witness. They lie in the translation. They cut sentences off. Look,
yeah.
in this translation here, they say it's a bird. In that translation, there's no bird. So, what do you think? A child who did not even reach the age of committing sin. He is a bird. He is a sparrow in heaven. Muhammad, he said to Aisha, what are you talking about? It might be otherwise. Because Allah, He created people who go to hell when they were in their father backbone, not actually lions, as it says. It says backbone, aslabi abaihim. So Muhammad is teaching that you can go to hell even if you are an infant, and
But
you
I can accept that.
might go to heaven. So Aisha, she thought he would go to heaven guaranteed. He said, no, 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 no. That this has nothing to do with committing sin. It's a destiny. So now you are saying to me you pray to Allah, and Muhammad he says, oh, your destiny where to go have nothing to do with your sin, because you one day you were an infant, right?
Yeah.
So if you die at that time, this is you have the same destiny, and now we'll change nothing because it's already written when you are where? In the backbone of your father as a semen. It's written for you already where you will be. But
I don't know.
as you see,
Not.
somebody saying to me you are an ex-Muslim. No, she isn't. She is not an ex-Muslim. She is not an ex-Muslim.
No, I'm still Muslim.
But I hope she will become ex-Muslim soon.
I don't think that's gonna be easy. Even though I don't know a lot of stuff, but I don't know. What I know, it's making me feel comfortable. What like my parents taught me. Even though like everything you're showing me now, it's confusing.
But as I say, Hajar, I'm not showing you. I'm not making speech, right?
It's there. Like, I know it's there.
It's exactly in the front of your face. So I'm not making things up. I mean, this is so clear. And there's other hadith actually. Muhammad, he said that there is, he speak about how Allah, He created the baby. You see, He says like from the backbone of your father, you are created to do, or what to do, what not to do, where to go, to heaven or to hell. But Muhammad, he made it clear that you might do the act of people of hellfire all your life. And then what is written by Allah for you will take over and you will go to heaven. And the opposite. you know.
Mm.
If you read this one with me, it says here, let me wait for you. Let's see which one. Okay, let's see this one here. Muhammad, he said, and the funny, they say, look what they're saying. The truthful, the messenger of Allah, the truthful, the receiver of the truth informed us, saying, the creation of you is done in the form of etc., which is very, by the way, very funny. Muhammad, he claimed that you are collected as a semen in your mother womb for 40 days. Dr. Muhammad. Do you know how long semen can live?
72 hours?
I think maximum 5 days. 5 days maximum.
Okay.
Yeah. According to Muhammad, 40 days. And you are collected. Like, it's not like one semen will become, will fertilize the egg. No, no. The woman, she is collecting semen. So for 40 days. And then he will come a clinging blood for 40 days, etc. But what is important for us about destiny here, he says, and then he said, Allah, he will send the angels and he will write for him his provision in his record. It's like program, the term of life in this world, and the conduct. Allah written for you the conduct, and whether is going to be happy or miserable. This is destiny too. And he said, by the one beside whom there is no true God, verily one of you would perform the action of the dwellers of Jannah, which mean heaven, until there is only one cubit between him and it, the Jannah. When what was foreordained would come and to pass, and he would perform the action of inmate of hell and until he enter it. Can you believe it? So now you are all your life acting what? As a people of going to go to Jannah. You pray, you do Hajj, you do Jihad, you hate the Christian, you kill the Jews, you kill the Hindus, practicing a good Muslim. And now what is written by Allah?
Respect other religions.
No, this is not true. There's
That's
not.
what my parents told me. Like,
No,
we
you see,
should
Hajar, you keep mixing. You keep saying my parents told me. Is your parents is the Prophet?
No,
Okay.
no,
Is your parents is the Quran?
no,
Okay.
no.
Your parents are good parents. I respect them. But this have nothing to do with the truth. The Quran called the Christian pigs, monkeys, kuffar, najis, kal an'am. We are worse than like animals, cows. Kal an'am. You know? What do you mean respect to Christians? Since when? Isn't it the Quran says يدفعون الجزية عن يد وهم صاغرون? What was
and also, like, there's a verse saying like you should kill them. So I really don't understand. Like,
no, you see,
some person
Muhammad,
like you should
Muhammad when he was weak, he did not say right away kill the Christians. You will notice that when Muhammad at the end of his life, when now he's having an army, he said,
wait, sorry. So you're stating that the Prophet,
yeah,
peace be upon him, wrote the Quran, right?
Muhammad, he did not write anything. I believe Muhammad, he was making a statement. You know, there is something the Arab they have is called Saja. Have you heard of it? Saja?
Saja?
Yeah? Saja al-Quhan?
No. What does it mean?
Saja is like speaking in a certain, like it's like a rap music. So like you say, give me a sentence, I will give you Saja. Give me something in Arabic.
A sentence or what?
Give me a sentence to make like say something to me in Arabic and I will answer you. I will make Saja about it.
الإسلام جميل.
الإسلام جميل وهذا كلام مضل وغير فضيل فيه من الظل ما هو قصير وما هو طويل وكأنه it's just you know, it's just a rap, like, you know, so it is not. This is what the Quran is. The Quran is Saja. So, yeah, this is not poetry. This is Saja. So which is like way lower than poetry. So Muhammad was making Saja, and there is many people in the time of Muhammad. it was a very famous way the Arab used to discuss together. They said even they talk the whole night this way, you know, saja. So Muhammad, he was learning from many famous people. Like there's a guy, he was a very big, like big fat man, but he is the best in saja. Muhammad, he used to listen to him. And here you will see in the Quran, Muhammad, in the hadith, even Muhammad later, he forbid people to practice that, because if they do that, they are making Quran. And here in the Arabic it says, هذا من إخوان الكهان من أجل سجعه الذي سجع. Do you see it?
I still don't see. I only see Abu Huraira reported that two women, the tribe.
Yeah. Well, it's going to come to you, you know. So the Arab, they used to do the saja, and Muhammad, he just, the Quran is a saja. So Muhammad, he is not really writing anything. There is some he learned from Waraqa. Waraqa, he died, and now Muhammad, he continue. This is why you find the Quran have too many
And now
different.
إنما هذا من إخوان الكهان من أجل سجعه الذي سجع.
You see it? And here the translation is speak about that this is like a kind of a speech which is nice, you know, soothsayers. They translate that, the brothers of soothsayers. So this is a very well known speech the Arabic used to practice, the Arab, and people love it. And Muhammad, he just did the same. And then after that, he forbid anyone to practice this, because that will be making Quran. And this is why the Quran is useless. The Quran is meaningless.
Uneducated person.
Huh?
The Prophet was uneducated person.
No, this is not true actually. The Muslim, when they say that, this is because of their ignorance. You see, when you say to me he wasn't educated, based on what? You mean
like he never knew how to read or how to write?
Okay, first of all, education have nothing to do with being able to read or write. You know, because I can learn from somebody educated. He can read and learn, and I put it in memory. But this is not even the issue. Nowhere in the Quran it says Muhammad do not know how to write, how to read. But because the Muhammadan always, they have a very awkward understanding for the religion. They say, it says in Arabic, An-Nabiyul Ummi.
Yes.
But Ummi doesn't mean, the Ummi is coming from the Bible, Gomai, which mean the people who have no book, the pagans. If you go to chapter 2, verse number 78, it says, and there among them illiterate who know not the book. Do you see it?
Not yet.
Yeah, it's going to come to you. Yeah, chapter 2, verse number 78. وَمِنْهُمْ أُمِّيُّونَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ الْكِتَابَ إِلَّا أَمَانِي. So who is the Ummiyin? Is not the one who don't speak Arabic or don't know how to read Arabic or to write. The one who do not know the book. The book of what? The book of God.
But in Arabic, Ummi means uneducated.
No, mean ignorant. And actually the word Arabic, Ummi, is coming from the Hebrew, which means from the Ummam. The Ummam. So the Jews, they are the chosen people of God. So anyone else is not from the Jews, he is from the Ummam, which means from the nations. He is not from their nation. He's a stranger. So Ummi, like, you know, in Arabic we say, you say what you call your mother right?
Yeah.
Okay, is coming from what? And there's Ummam, correct? Ummam. Is mother, Ummam is nations, correct?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Why? Because you belong to someone else. So you belong to your mother. This is where you came from. And when you when it's about society, you belong to that society. You belong to that nation. So the Quran make it clear that those who do not know the book are the Ummi. Which book? The book of God. And this is why you see the verse after it says, we to those who write the book with their hands. So obviously he's not talking about people who they are illiterate. How they are illiterate and they are writing book by their hand. So this is why in the Quran call us what? Ahlul Kitab. People of the book, correct?
Yeah.
But is it possible that all the Christians Since time of Muhammad, they know how to write, how to read? No. There's people who poor, you know, not everybody can afford to learn and etc. education. So, but still we are called the people of the book, and the Quran make it clear why they are illiterate, because they do not know the book. Which book? The book of God. And you can read the interpretation. So nowhere in the Quran says Muhammad is illiterate in the meaning he do not know how to write, how to read, but Muhammad is from the Gomai. He is a pagan. As an example, different verse I will show you. Chapter 3, verse number 20. It says, فَإِنْ حَاجُّوكَ فَقُلْ أَسْلَمْتُ وَجْهِي لِلَّهِ etc. And then وَقُلْ لِلَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابِ وَالْأُمِّيِّينَ. Do you see it? This is clear now.
Yeah.
So the Quran's separate between two groups. Those who have a book, and the rest are called what? Ummiyin.
But Ummi and Ahmad, I don't know.
No, it's
Maybe.
just relax. Focus with me in the verse.
Mm.
And وَقُلْ لِلَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابِ, those who have been given the book, and the ummiyin. So what we have two group, correct? So those who have been given a book, he did not call them ummiyin. But doesn't mean they don't know, they know how to write, how to read. They are just given a book, which means us, the Christian and the Jews. The Christian and the Jews, those who are given the book. The rest are ummiyin, because they don't have a book. They are ignorant. Ignorant about what? Ignorant about God. Are you with me?
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you think? What I said is convincing, or still you are confused? There's no other solution. There's people who have the book, and the rest are what? Ummiyin. But there is no way that all the Arab, nobody knows how to write, how to read. Isn't it the Muslim, they say that the Prophet, he have scribes? Right? He have scribes. So the Muslim, they have people who knows how to write, how to read. So how they are ummiyin? All the Muslims are ummiyin.
Yeah, you make a point.
I'm not making point. I am proving a point, you know, and we have tons of verses, but the Muslim don't read. This is why I say, yeah, the Quran is right. The Muslims are illiterate. They are illiterate. Chapter
Yeah,
3.
actually, we put like with the closed eyes.
Yeah, you know,
I
nobody wanted. I mean, it's in front of
That's what
you, and still, how
most
come I am a Christian and I see it, and the Muslim don't see it? You tell me. Look,
because that's what we know. I think inside us, we just need to read and not question. You know, just read and that's it. You don't
yeah,
even
but
have to
shouldn't I
understand.
understand what I'm reading? Shouldn't I think? Shouldn't I use my brain?
know. I was, but yeah.
Yeah. If read here, chapter 3, verse number 75, it says, among the people, etc., the one you can trust with, etc. And then he says that they say, what we have to do with those ummiyin, those illiterate? Who are they, the illiterate? Those who they are not Christians and Jews. The Quran repeat the same thing again. And what the translation, read with me for the illiterate ummiyin. Read it. This is the Muslim translation. These ignorant pagans. Do you see it?
No, I'm still seeing among the people of the book are some.
Okay, it's going to come to you. This is chapter 3, verse number 75. So those people of the book, they say, what we have to do with those ignorant pagans? This is translation for what? Translation for ummiyin.
There's no call on us with these ignorant pagans. Fight that all lie against Allah. They know it.
And this is in Arabic, you see? Look at the word. Al-ummiyin. You see it?
Not yet.
Yeah. So in the translation, even the Muslim, they translate, because this is what it's meant. Ignorant, and which mean pagans. So they are ummiyin in the meaning of what? In the meaning of ignorant.
Did you show the Arabic?
Yeah, I'm showing it in Arabic. It's going to come to you.
Oh, okay.
And here it says in the translation, ignorant pagans.
Ummi.
So what ummiyin mean? Ignorant pagans.
Mm.
So when the Quran says Muhammad al-Ummi, it's saying Muhammad the pagan. This is exactly, he's ignorant. This is not about he do not know how to write or to read. Actually, there's a hadith when Muhammad, when he was dying, he said to the Muslims, like bring me a paper and a pen to write for you a book, which means a writing. If he is illiterate, how he can write?
Yeah. Which surah is this?
This is chapter 3, verse number 75.
Okay.
So Muslims, you know, huh?
I need to show this to my mom.
Well, you can show the whole video, you know, or you can take a notes later, you know, write it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Muhammad in the hadith, he says, bring me a pen and a paper to write for you, you know, I write for you a writing which you will never be misled after. This is the last thing Muhammad he did almost before he died. Actually, the last thing Muhammad did before he died, he did pee. The last thing, you know, he did pee. But the reason I'm mentioning this now to you, that Muhammad he asked for a paper, because that will prove when the Muslims they say that Muhammad was illiterate, that is far away from the truth. Here we go. You can read it in Arabic. It says, فلما اشتد بالنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وجعه, he said, آتوني بكتاب أكتب لكم كتابا لا تضلوا بعده. قال عمر إن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم غلبه الوجع وعندنا كتاب الله حسبنا فاختلفوا وكثر اللغط. So how Muhammad did not know how to write, he's asking for a pen and a paper.
But you know why I don't like listen to these why I don't follow the Sunnah, because it's always حدثنا يحيى بن سليمان قال حدثني.
But the Quran is the same. The Quran is حدثنا. No, you see, you're mistaken. The Quran is حدثنا. Do you have the Quran with you?
Yes, I have.
Okay, there's a page, it's called page A. Page A, look for it. It says this Quran.
I don't have it in English, like I have it in Arabic.
In Arabic, I'm talking about Arabic one, not the English one. The Arabic one, page A, ألف يعني ألف, you know. It says هذا القرآن يوافق رواية حفص ابن عاصم ابن etc. according to Uthman, according to the Messenger of Allah. It's the same. You don't have Quran.
رواية حفص عن عاصم.
عن عاصم, exactly. You see it? Do you see it in your hand? Do you have the book now?
Yeah, I am reading.
So do you see exactly what I said to you? According to, correct? على ما يوافق. I wish they are saying actually according to على ما يوافق, which is an agreement of what Hafs said. Who is Hafs? Hafs is the person exists 200 years after Muhammad. And not only that, Hafs was accused, and his father, both of them, to be scammers and thieves. If you go right now and type in Google, Hafs kana kadhab, he was a liar, you will find tons of hadith about Hafs. That his hadith is even rejected because he is a fraud. So your Quran is coming from Hafs, and his father is even bigger scammer than him. This is his father from not his real father, his stepfather, Asim. You don't have Quran. So you think the hadith is different from the Quran? You don't have Quran. The whole Quran, here we go. Like look at you, Hajar. How many years you have the Quran with you? All your life you have Quran, right?
Yeah.
But did you ever check the page that I told you about before?
No.
Why?
Never.
Why?
First time.
Why?
I
Why?
don't know. Because it's just the beginning, like it's not surah, so I never thought of checking
I
it, you
want to
know.
teach you a lesson today. Don't skip a page.
Exactly.
Never. Because the first page is going to expose the rest. So we don't have
Yeah.
Quran. Who is this guy Hafs? Is he I mean, why even his name is written there? So
Yeah,
you don't have the Quran. And not only that, it says according to the recitation, not the book, correct?
oh my God.
Yeah. So it's not a book, it's just a recitation. But okay, at that time there is no radio and recording. I mean, can you guarantee like letter by letter you take recitation from a guy? What if you make mistake? Same time, what is the
Yeah,
book?
exactly. Mm.
Why there's no
Because
book?
just put a line of people, make a big line, and then say a word to someone. It will become another word if you hear from the last one. So it's always changing. That's why we have
Especially in Arabic,
exactly, yeah.
especially in Arabic, like you
And
know,
in all languages, actually.
yeah, no, Arabic is very. I mean, we study Arabic all
Oh,
our life, and then when you read, you know, you might make a mistake.
mm, yeah.
I will give you an example in the Quran. Do you know that the Quran speak about the seven sleepers?
Seven what?
Seven sleepers.
What is that? Seven sleep.
Well, supposedly there's a bunch of
Ah, yeah,
Christians.
yeah, 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 I know, I know. With the dog, right?
Yeah, with a dog. In fact,
Mm.
there's no dog in the Quran. There's no dog. I mean, this Quran is most funny. This is an example of what happened when we speak about the language. So Muhammad, you know, he heard this story from the Christian. This is a fiction story.
This is in Surah Al-Kahf. Yeah.
This is a chapter of the cave. Yeah, but this is a
Mm.
fiction story. Muhammad, he took it, he put it in the Quran, and now somebody asked him, Prophet of Allah, how many people was in that story? Muhammad, because he is the Gomai Ummi, he is not educated.
سيقولون ثلاثة رابعهم كلبهم ويقولون خمسة سادسهم. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, what is this? Look at this. So I imagine I ask you, okay, Prophet of Allah, this is story is long time. How many there were? So I say to you, some they say there are three and their dog is number four. First of all, in Arabic and in English, this is wrong. You cannot say there are three and their dog is number four because dog is not a human.
Yeah.
You don't count him as number four, right? Like I can say three children and the fourth is their mother. That makes sense, right? But
Yeah.
you cannot count the dog as number four. And then, okay, and some they say they are four and their dog is number five, and some they say they are five and their dog is number seven, and some they say they are seven and their dog was number eight, and then say only Allah knows. What the heck is that? Do you see it? Say
Yeah, yeah.
only Allah knows. Is that a secret? Are we talking about a nuclear weapon? I mean, they ask you, okay, at that time, how many there are?
Yeah, there is no specific answer. Yeah.
But do you ask yourself why?
Because he doesn't know.
He doesn't know. So he's trying to be smart, to avoid to giving the answer, and they will get him busted. So he said, some they say, like imagine you go to exam, you know, and then the teacher, he says to you, 2 plus 2 minus 5 divided to 61, you know, etc. Blah, 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 blah. And then I say, okay, teacher, I will give you the answer. Some they say the answer is 17. Some they say it's 7.1. Some they say to avoid getting the zero. Because it's not me who's saying that. No, I say some they say.
Yeah.
This is not an answer from God. Especially the one who's talking is Allah. And to make it even more stupid, look what he said. Not only he says, my Lord know the best their number, he says, and a few others they knew. What so? If even there is people who knows the number, and Allah he knows, why you don't tell us the number? So what is the answer now?
Maybe because he didn't get the wahi.
He's an what? he did not get the wahi. That's a good one. I mean, this is supposedly the wahi. This is the answer now. This is not like he's possibly he will get the answer. So, but now I mentioned this one actually for you because I want to go. You see, we're talking about the Arabic and how stupid the Quran is. You see the word kalbahum here in Arabic.
You didn't switch to the Arabic yet.
Yeah. So سيقولون ثلاثة ورابعهم كلبهم يقولون خمسة وسادسهم كلبهم etc. كلبهم. You know what kalb mean, right?
Yeah,
What kalb mean?
dog.
Okay, but isn't it in Islam Allah will cancel your deed if you have a dog with you?
Yeah, they say like, yeah, if you have a dog, it means it will bring a lot of demons, or you know.
No,
The dog is
Allah will take off from your deeds. Allah will take off from your deed. It's not bring demon. He will take from your deed. So if we go and to the hadith, we will find all those hadith about the dog. Let us see. And by the way, Muhammad, he described women the same as dog. You know that?
no.
Muhammad, we will go back to that now. So Muhammad, he says, الملائكة لا تدخل بيتا فيه كلب ولا صورة. Angels will not come into a house, have a dog or an image. And then Muhammad, he mentioned the deeds of the dog. Okay, let's see. All those hadith about dogs. I mean, this guy, he hate dogs to death. Yeah, obviously he have a phobia with it. Let me find an easier way to find the hadith. Let's type qirat. Each day you have a dog in your home, Allah will cancel one qirat from let us see, where is from your deeds. Here we go. The Messenger of Allah saying, anyone acquires a dog except a sheepdog or the one trained for hunting, 2 qirat will be deduct from his good deeds a day. Do you see it? So Allah will take 2 qirat from your deed. It's like a kilograms, you know. So it's like a way to measure things. So it's confirmed in Islam that if you have a dog, that's a bad thing. But now we have in the Quran, those 7 sleepers, they have a dog with them. And he stayed with them for hundreds of years. So how it worked this way, how dog is najis, dirty, and now this dog is with those people, that means it's a blessing from Allah. But the fact, the Quran never said the word kalbahum. The Quran says kali'ahum. Kali'ahum, which means their provider. It's an angel. This is why the Quran says basitun zira'i. This creature, his arms, his 2 arms, 2 hands is open. Have you ever heard of a dog have arms? Dogs have 4 legs, right?
Yeah.
So when the Quran says in the same chapter, basitun zira'i, the Quran no way is talking about a dog. The Quran talking about an angel, and this is what the original story says. So those guys, when they went inside the cave, the angel, because the army is looking for them, the angel stand on the cave opening, and he opened his wings to protect them. And remember, the one is chasing them is an army. What dog can do? I mean, if you have a dog with you or not, who care? So in chapter 18, verse number 18, it says, you think that they are awake, but the fact they are asleep, and we flip them left and right, and their dog, his arms is too open. And the Muslim translation, they say, his two foreleg. That's false translation. You speak Arabic. It says zira'ihi. Zira'ihi is his two arms, not to his legs.
Yeah, that's true.
But dogs don't have zira'ihi. So what is the problem? The problem is it was kali'ahum, the one who protect them, the one who provide them. That is the angel. The angel, he opened his arms to hide them behind him and to protect them from an army. A dog cannot protect them from an army. And a dog is haram in Islam. So the whole stories in the Quran is just in this fiction stories. Muhammad here, a story from here, a story from there, and he put it in the Quran and he make it a book of God. You know about the flying carpet, right?
Flying carpet? No.
Flying carpet.
No.
Don't you watch Tom and Jerry?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't you watch Alibaba and the flying carpet and you know those things?
Is it in?
Yeah, it's in the Quran. You don't know, really?
No.
Okay. Well, let me call my driver to see if the flying carpet is outside or not. You know, because Sulaiman, Prophet Sulaiman is my cousin. You know, we are like, you know.
Ah, Sulaiman.
Yeah, Prophet Solomon. You know, Prophet Solomon is a very well-known person. He's a bad boy. I mean, look, you have a fancy flying carpet at that time, and you know those women, they like flying carpet. Don't you fly a flying carpet? Like, come on, just be honest. You know, like if a man he drive a flying carpet few thousand years ago, and can you imagine? No wonder this guy, all the women they like him. So, Suleiman, he was a flying with his flying carpet, and then he heard one of the ants in the valley of the ants saying to the other ants,
yeah, I know this.
You know the story?
Yeah.
What do you think about this story?
Yeah, because we know, like Sulaiman, he used to hear, he can hear the animals, like he can understand them.
Okay, but
and he used to have like shayateen and jinn. They used to work for him, and yeah.
Exactly, a corporation. Exactly, he's like Trump. Everybody work for him. So listen, but isn't it the Quran says that Allah he taught Sulaiman the language of the birds? Chapter 27, verse number 16. وقال يا أيها الناس علمنا منطق الطير وأوتينا من كل شيء إن هذا لهو الفضل المبين. So what he learned? منطق الطير, the language of the birds, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, is the ants Miss Ant is a bird?
No.
So how he learned? Allah taught him the language of the birds, and then now he understand the language of the ants, and ants don't talk. Ants, all creatures, they communicate. All creatures, they have their own communicating way, but ants don't talk. In Arabic it says فَتَبَسَّمَ ضَاحِكًا مِنْ قَوْلِهَا. He smiled for her speech. قولها in Arabic from قال, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so in scientifically this is stupid, because the ants don't talk. They are not, you know, they're mute. They communicate by chemical and vibration. They don't talk. But it says in the Quran فَتَبَسَّمَ مِنْ قَوْلِهَا, how he can hear an ant who did not talk. You know, that's even stupid. Same time, if you read with me here, it says the ant, she said, you can see a screen?
I can see verse 19.
Okay, look at verse number 18. It says And when they came to the valley of the ants, one of the ants said, "O ants, get into your habitations, lest Solomon and his host crush you." Do you accept this story, Hajar?
I'd rather not share my opinion because
Why you don't share your opinion? So I'm losing my voice all this time with you, and you don't want to share your opinion with me?
no, not with you, because that's like my mom stopped me from sharing my opinion when I was young. So she was like, just if you say that, you are kafira. So
So are you saying to me you became a kafira?
no, 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 not
Well, it
saying it.
sounds like it because now you don't want to share your opinion because your opinion will make you a kafira. So,
Exactly. That's what my mom used to call me,
okay,
kafira.
so I get it now. So you don't accept this, correct?
I don't agree with a lot of things actually
Yeah,
in Quran.
but
I
not
don't agree
only
with
that
them.
you don't agree. I mean, this is
Like
stupid.
really, they don't make sense to me. But
But Hajar,
I just
isn't it this is stupid? Let's be honest here. You know, I mean, did you notice something funny here in the verse? Besides, like he speak the language of the ants and the ants she talk. Did you notice something so silly? Think about it. Beside that, the ant she is talking and he heard her, and he smiled. You know, she mentioned his name. How in the world the ant she knew the name of the guy? The ant she said
well, they say
to
that Sulaiman was a horrifying person. Like everybody knew about him.
even
So
ants, huh?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
You know, but this is an ant. Remember, this is an ant. And you know, actually, there's a hadith. Uh, it says that Soleimani, when he asked the ant, he said to her, "Why you said that about me, our Christian? Don't you know I am a prophet of Allah and I do just?" So the ant, she said, "I was afraid if the ant they see the beauty, your beauty, they will be tempted." What the
What?
heck is that? Yeah, the ant, they will get excited when they see Suleiman because he is so handsome.
Where is this?
This is in the stories of the prophet, not in the Quran. Yeah, I can show it to you if you want. You want to show it?
No need. No need.
Yeah, because ants they like men. I'm telling you. The other day I was in the yard. Unbelievable, a bunch of ants. I bet you all of them they are females. They start biting my feet, but this is like in the summertime. I know, and I was wondering like why, but then I remember what the ant she said in the story of Solomon. Those ants they love men. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
So aren't you going to leave Islam, Hajar? All of this, I mean, you, I mean, you are not a kid. You are a growing lady, and this is not even good for a kid. They are 6 years old. This is silly. Okay, do you know how Suleiman he when he died, what happened to him?
No.
Actually, I will tell you a story, but I hope you will not judge me to think I'm crazy or something. I have my grandfather. Uh, he died, and when he died, he was holding a stick. His stick is an old man,
Ah,
and
yeah, and they knew that he was. So he was dead there, but yeah, yeah, his servant, they didn't know that he was dead,
yeah,
right?
this is my grandfather. I'm not talking about Suleiman now.
Ah, okay,
So,
okay.
so my grandfather he died and holding the stick for a year, and nobody noticed. Me myself, I go to his room. I talk to him. He don't answer. I do not notice. My father, he go to his room. He talk to him. He did not notice. My grandmother, she talked to him. Nobody noticed. 1 year standing, until the termite they ate his stick, and then he fell down in the ground. Who
Yeah.
in the world would believe in such a garbage story? You tell me. This is a story
Yeah.
written by God. This is not hadith. This is Quran. So nobody noticed that the man is dead, huh? Except until the termite they ate his stick.
Yeah.
What? I mean, anyone he have. I mean, you are smart person, you will not accept such a madness. This is not even good story for kids.
Yeah,
And
and even like the demons said we were still serving him and he was dead. Like
yeah,
such waste of
yeah,
time. And yeah,
and you know the guy, he is a king.
yeah,
I mean, imagine the guy, he's in the White House now. People coming, people leaving, and and nobody noticed that the guy is dead. Why? Because he's holding a stick. This is why, by the way, when I go on the street, anywhere I go, I take my stick with me. Honestly, I don't want people like I will go live when I feel like I'm going to die. I will go live. I will open the camera. I will hold the stick. Nobody will notice. Actually, one of my admins is an ex-Muslim. He made a video about it because he wanted to have a stick too. His name Sheikh Omad. I don't know if you know him. He's an admin in the chat. So, are you going to believe in this, Hajar?
Well, I already told you that I don't agree with a lot of things in Quran.
So let us say we are out of Islam. If you don't agree with a lot of things, that means you don't agree with the Quran, all of it, because either we take the book, this is a book of God, this is not an article, so either it is from God or it's not.
Yeah, they just like used to tell me like everything in Quran like has a reason. So
Well, everything have
that's
a
why
reason, but this is a reason of stupidity. What reason? I mean, the guy, he died holding a stick. Why Allah don't make him live 1 year longer? What's the point?
yes, why like it's endless actually. When you start asking why, it's endless.
Yeah, but this is stupid. I mean, it's not. First, it doesn't make sense because genies are not stupid. Genie are supposedly even smarter than a human. So if I hold a stick, that will make them not to see I'm dead. Isn't it our body will collapse after the first 24 hours? We will smell, we will stink.
Exactly, yeah.
So what 1 year? Who is going to believe in this madness?
Did they mention a year?
Huh?
Did they mention a year?
Well, here it says they did not notice until the termite they ate his steak, right? But just think about it. Termite, they will not eat a steak in 1 day. It's going to take them, the termite in your house, if they are eating wood, is going to take them many years before they can cause a damage for the wood. It's not going to happen in a week or two or a month. But in Ibn Kathir, or in interpretation, they say it is about a year. If we go to Ibn Kathir, here we go. Chapter 34:14. It says about a year. Here we go. This is Ibn Kathir. It says here, when he died, how Allah he concealed his death from the jinn who were subjugated to him for hard labor. He remained leaning on his stick, which was his staff. Ibn Abbas, may Allah pleased be with him, and Mujahid and Qatada and others said, he stayed like this for a long time, nearly a year. Do you see it?
I still don't see.
This is Tafsir Ibn Kathir.
The death of man. And Allah concealed his death from the yeah.
Nearly a year. So this is not my statement. This is the Muslims and Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas is the cousin of Muhammad, so this is not a question. That's it. So as you see, I mean, this is really madness, and only silly people will accept this as to be God or from God. What this is for? What this is even about? And what this guy Suleiman, he have flying carpet and genie work for him and they die for him and he put some of them in jail, and then the Suleiman, the genie, he come to the house and he took his look, and then Suleiman, he went to the bathroom, and the genie, he took his ring, and then he start having sex with his wives. And you know how the wives, they notice that he is not Suleiman, the shaitan.
How?
Because he's so good in bed. So they told the elder, there is no way our husband, he can do that. So the elders now, they notice that this is going to be Suleiman. And then Shaitan, he noticed that now they discover him. So what he do? He took the ring and he throw it in the ocean. And do you know now how Suleiman he found the ring again?
How?
He was working as a poor man because Shaitan now kicked him out from the palace. He took his place. So he was working as a porter in the port. He carry fish for people. So a guy, he carry fish to his house. He said to him, if I carry your fish, how what you will give me? The guy, he will say to him, I will give you 2 fish as wages. So Suleiman, he carried the fish for him. And then when he went home, he came and now he have a new wife. So he told her, honey, I got a new fish, you know, and he started happy, like he got a fish to eat. Then he opened the belly of the fish, and guess what he found in the fish?
The ring inside.
The ring. May Allah bless you. This is a story of God, Hajar.
Well, I'm speechless.
Yeah, so just say it. I am out of Islam. Come on.
I'm just speechless.
No, you are not speechless. You are going to say it. Listen, if you don't say it, I have now the ring of Solomon. And I know, I can make your wish come true. I know that women, they like many things. As an example, they like to be beautiful, right? I can now touch the ring and I can make you turn you ugly.
Oh my God.
I'm warning you. Or if you leave Islam, I will not do anything. You know, there's once I was doing a seminar in the Philippines. I don't know, in the Philippines. I think in the Philippines. Yeah. Anyway, a Muslim woman, she said, what you are saying is not true. You said that only Muslim men, they got reward in heaven. Do you know that the Prophet of Allah said that a Muslim woman, she will be 70 times more pretty? I said, really? She said, yeah. He said that. So what you said is absolutely not true. I said, okay, I will go with you. So you will be 70 times more pretty. She said, yes. I said, okay, I know the story. So you will be 70 times more pretty, and that for every Muslim woman, correct? She said, yes. I said, so Allah will make each one of you X 70 times more pretty. She said, yes. I said, okay, well, wonderful. But this is me.
Oh my God.
Oh, your baby is crying. Oh, cute.
Oh.
Let me make a sound of a bird for her.
She's almost 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope she will be fine. She is okay, right?
Yeah. She just woke up. She's hungry.
Okay. I will not keep you long, but I will complete this idea here. So a Muslim woman, she will be 70 times more pretty. But let us say now we have 3 women. One woman, her name is Fatima, let us say, you know. And then other women, her name is Aisha. And other women, her name is Khadija. We will just use a simple letter. But Fatima is a 3 times more pretty than the second one, you know, 3 times. Oh, cute.
She's listening. She's
listening. Yeah, okay. All right. And then the second one, she is twice more pretty than Khadija, you know, twice. And then Khadija is just Khadija. She's number 1, you know. So Fatima is 3 times more pretty. And now let us do the mathematics of Muhammad. So each one of them, she will be 70 times more pretty. That means Fatima, she is going to be 3x70, 210 times more pretty. And Aisha, she will be 140 more pretty. And Khadija, she will be 70 times more pretty. Nothing changed. I said to her, I said to her, poor you, you were ugly in earth, you're still ugly in heaven.
Oh my God.
Nothing changed. So he will make me 70 times more pretty. You know, beauty is about percentage. It's about who you are between who, you know. Like as an example, between my cousins, I am the most handsome, but all of us we look like monkeys. But you know, uh,
Oh my
uh, so this is stupid. I mean, she thinks she's happy, she's excited, like we will be 70 times more pretty. And what the beauty is about, you will be jailed in your tent in the Quran, and then you have a man who is going to own you forever. So what the point of this?
God.
So Hajar, I'm happy. You did not say the word you left Islam, but I can hear it. Am I right?
No.
I can
Now,
hear it.
now I really want to learn more and search more. I'm gonna read more, and then I will be glad to talk to you like one more time, because now I didn't say anything because I really don't know a lot of
What
stuff.
do you mean you don't say anything? You said it doesn't make sense. Many things I don't agree with in the
Yeah,
Quran.
shared,
You
but I
just
didn't.
you just killed Allah. You shot him like 30 bullet in the head.
No.
You
Oh my
did.
God.
When you say this doesn't make sense, and this doesn't make sense, and this doesn't make sense, you just say the Quran is a
Yeah,
lie.
this is my problem because I follow logic, and some stuff they really don't make sense to me. But I want to search more to see if
Exactly.
there's
Well, those things doesn't make sense to
recommended.
you. So you just you did not say I left Islam, but you just did say I left Islam, because as long you are saying the word of Allah doesn't make sense, that means you are not a Muslim. But anyway, uh,
Mm.
I'm not going to force you to say it. I hope soon we will hear from you again. I'm happy to speak to you, and
Thank you.
let us pray for this young lady, guys, for her family, for her child. We pray to the Lord, to the Messiah, to open her heart and her eyes, and to take care of her child, to be a happy family. And we pray that the Lord will have him between his arms, protect them, keep them together, happy family, and to know Jesus, and they will be saved, and they will be in heaven one day, all the family together. We pray for your parents too, to see the truth, and the truth will set you free, as the Lord He said. Jesus said, I am the truth, I am the life, I am the resurrection, and no one can go to my Father except by me. So I invite you, my sister Hajar, to be
Hmm.
soon my sister in Christ, and to accept the salvation. For as you see, Muhammad is just a joker. He is making mockery on your brain and everyone's brain. I don't find better invitation for me to invite you to except the Messiah, for no one can save you, and there's no name better than his name, up in heaven or down in earth.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I will be
Thank
happy to hear from you again. Now,
Yeah.
now you know my Skype. I know you are using your friend account to call me.
I make an account. I don't have Skype, so I'm gonna make an
Create an
account soon.
account. I will tell you how to create account. Like you download the Skype and then say inshallah, and Allah will make an account for you. Well, didn't you say Allah answer my prayer? And this is why the doggy did bite you? I advise you not to pray too much to Allah, otherwise next time a lion will eat you. Hey, by the way,
Well, not.
do you know that Allah have a dog?
What?
Do you know that Allah have a dog?
No.
You don't know? Okay, I will save that for next time you call me. Just remind me
Okay.
about the dog of Allah.
All right.
All
I
right.
will.
All right. Take care. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Uh, a lot of work, a lot of talk. But you know what? It's worth it. The Lord, He said, the Bible said, that there is a happiness in the kingdom of God for one soul is saved. So we pray that this lady, she will accept Christ soon. I can tell already. I mean, she saw how stupid this book is. So we want her to be saved, and we want her baby to grow between the arms of Christ and to be a child of God, and the mother, she will be the same. All right, guys. I'm not going to keep you longer here. Already, actually, my voice is tired because I spoke for many hours yesterday and today too. And now already we're here for how long? We are here for almost 3 hours. So, and I will do a program with Indonesian Christian groups in TikTok. And as you know, I don't go to groups, but because Indonesian are people, they are discriminated, and I decide to accept to join them, to support them. Those are Indonesians who live in Indonesia. This is why I want to be with them to answer their question. and that will be this coming Saturday. So those who know that group, they can join if they care. And until I see you again, I say, listen carefully. The Bible says, and there is also many other things which Jesus did, that which if they should be written, everyone, I suppose not that even the word itself could not contain the books that should be written. That is Jesus, my friend. Not a guy is spending the time talking about the flying carpet, an ant, and 7 sleepers, and a dog opening his arm. That is Jesus. While Muhammad was telling fairy tale stories and he could not do miracles, Jesus, wherever he go, he is the miracle himself. Everything he touch is a miracle. People, they just touch his clothes, they are healed. Jesus, he said to the blind, see, he see. The one who cannot walk, walk, he walk. Go and your sin is forgiven. That is Jesus. Muhammad and his God, they are busy telling us fiction, stupid story is not even convincing for kids. A guy dying standing. We have our Lord who overcome death by death. He is the Messiah. His name is holy. His name is special. There's no other person in the world. His name is the Messiah. Even in Arabic, nobody dare to use the word Al-Masih between the Muslims. Do you know why? Because nobody can claim to be the Messiah except the Messiah. There is only one Messiah. Did you ask yourself why? The Muslims, they say there's only one Allah. But why there is only one Messiah? Muslim, they can call themselves Muhammad, but nobody can call himself the Messiah. It's a red line. That is the Messiah. That is my Lord. He is the living God. I am the truth. I am the light. I am the resurrection. I am God. Each time Jesus, he say, I am, he is saying, I am God. This is the word in Hebrew. When the Messiah, he asked the Jews, what say you of Jesus, son of who he is? They said he is the son of David. He said, well, if he is a son of David, then how David call him my God? The Jews, they could not answer. How David called him God? How David he worship him? That is my Lord. Your Muhammad is dead. Your God is fiction, is a pagan God. We have the living God, the Messiah. And if you believe in the miracle of Jesus and you are a Muslim, ask yourself, can Allah do what Jesus do? If he could, why he did not do it? The Quran says that Jesus, Allah gave him the permission. That is a stupid statement. The one who gave a permission, he should be able to do what the one who have a permission does. Can't Allah give one Muhammad just one miracle like Jesus? It is a false claim of a false God, of a false prophet, claiming that the miracle of Jesus was a gift from the God of Muhammad, yet Muhammad himself could not get any. So we pray for the salvation of those people. We don't hate the Muslims, and we will not hate them. There's many good people between them. As you see, this lady, she grew up in a nice family. Her parents did not teach her hate, but this is not Islam. This is because they are good people. This is because they are good parents. This is because they are good human. But this is not Islam. Islam teach hate, chapter 5, verse 14. Allah, he said, I will spread hatred and enmity between the Christians until the day of judgment. The Quran says in chapter 9, verse 29, fight them, those who don't believe in Allah, meaning us, the Christians, from the people of the book, until they pay the jizya with humility and subdued. The Quran call us animals. The Quran call us pigs, monkeys, filthy, worse than a creature, worst of the creatures. We are not fighting the Muslims. We are fighting the devil, which is in the person of Muhammad. This is why he tried to replace Jesus, and he called himself the praised one. So people will not praise Jesus no more. They will praise Muhammad. Akaqatham. But The dead Muhammad is dead and the living Jesus is alive, and victory is for the Messiah. Even the Muhammadan, they are waiting for the Messiah. Everybody is waiting for the Messiah. So guess who is going to be the winner? The Messiah. Just wait, and he is coming. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you all. Don't forget to make a comment about what you heard. It doesn't make me happy to see people saying to me thank you. I would like to see intelligent people who they are listening and they make comment about the topic, not people they say thank you CP for the work. I don't want that. I'm not here for your thank you. I'm here to see people are learning, getting education. I would like to see people posting verses from the Bible to refute a statement somebody say, somebody posting a hadith of Muhammad to prove a point. I want to see thinking people. I don't want to have numbers. I don't care for numbers. I want to see educated people. Think, say something useful. Maybe your statement can save a soul. Maybe your statement can refute a Muslim. Maybe your statement can make a fingerprint of information in your brain so you remember what you learned by writing them. We just heard it, write it. I would love to see educated Christians. The Bible says, my people have been destroyed because of their ignorance. And the Muhammadan, they try to use your ignorance against you. This is your weakness. And it is their weakness too. If the Muslims, they have fought against the ignorance, they will leave Islam immediately. As you see, this lady, she have a Quran all her life, but she never opened page number A, which is in the beginning of the Quran. Never, all her life. She thought the Quran is different from the Hadith, but the Hadith too and the Quran is according to. So don't skip the first page of the book. Read the book, read every page, and be a thinker, not just read. Think, study, put yourself in the story, live the story so you can understand the story. And then either you find a glory in the story or you will find the story, stupid story, as we discover in the Quran. So I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you. Until we see you soon again. Christ is Lord. Islam is a fraud. And we prove it every day. Take care.